How many times do we have to say the N-word for people to believe that we're not? Look,
I don't know.
That's actually crazy, dude. Look.
Whoa!
Oh, let me resize that.
Oh, welcome to the Kino Casino, May 7th, 2026. Holy fuck, folks.
The sweep
what we
of the
witnessed
century.
last night is the sweep of the century. Finally, Janny Gator has met his equal to wield the golden broomstick. Had I have watched and clipped this stream with Chrissy, Mayr, and Melonie Mac before the promo today, the entire promo would have been motherfucking Chrissy Mayr to hell. This bitch is fucked. The most disingenuous, bad faith janitor. I see nothing. I know nothing. I hear nothing.
So
I don't know anything. It's obvious. This has been trending for a month straight. Every day on Twitter, every content creator in her space. Let's not forget, she's a panelist on Friday Night Tights.
Yeah.
Every single member of the Friday Night Tights panel has come out against Jeremy Hambley. So there's no way she's ignorant to this fucking shit. It was fucking shameful what I just witnessed in the past few hours, clipping up that fucking stream. She wouldn't even let Melonie Mac answer the questions. For somebody who apparently knew nothing about what was going on, she was super eager to jump in front of the bullets, jump in front of the slings and arrows for Melonie Mac, and bail her out of every tight spot, every tough question, every super chat, as her entire chat was calling her out for being a fucking cunt and a fraud and a lying phony sack of fucking shit. Some free speech warrior we're dealing with here, folks. Oh, I'm a comedian. I'm a truth teller. I'm edgy. I'm canceled. Shut the fuck up. And we all know why. Yeah. The answer lies in the very description of the live stream, every video. Her top sponsor, you want to take a wild guess who Chrissy Mayr, who steals Christmas presents from children's top sponsor is? Coffee Brand Coffee, folks. And she sat up there and she just was like holding the Bible high and high as she lied and lied. Using this Catholic, she became Catholic fucking yesterday. She's Catholic. She's Christian. She has this brand new fancy Bible that's never been opened a single time. The pages aren't weathered at all. Brand fucking new. And she's telling us about the Bible. She's telling us about Christianity. And then tonight, do you know what Chrissy Mayr is doing with her platform? She's bringing on a porn star. And not just any porn star, but a porn star that does BBC interracial cuckold pornography and female to male transgender threesomes. This is our innocent child of God, Chrissy Mayr, who now is locking it down, making it subscribers only in her chat with a waiting period because she doesn't want anybody to question any of this. And I'm just getting sick and tired of these people insulting our intelligence and pretending like nobody has seen what we've all seen. June the King's documentary in one day is over 300,000 views. You won't gaslight us. But like they pretend that the DMs between Melonie Mac and Stutter and Craig don't exist. Melonie's, I don't know what the oranges are. In the DMs with Craig directly, he told you about the stolen shorts that Jer is doing. And he linked you to his fucking content. But you're going to sit there and tell us how Christian you are and how righteous you are. Well, you tell verifiable lies about Stutter and Craig. And then you pretend, I don't monitor what anybody else does. I stay in my lane. Well, that wasn't the case when you were in Craig's fucking DMs talking about Smash JT and how he shouldn't be fucking platformed, you dirty snake hag bitch. I'm so sick of this shit. And it's like they believe, by the way, that they have the high ground in terms of platform and viewership, where they can gatekeep everything, they can silo everything. They're the people who decide who gets put on. They're the people who decide who gets platformed. They're the people who get to decide what the truth is, because they're the anointed, conservative, truth seekers. And they tried to say last night that all of us are woke leftists. This is the level of gaslighting that we're on, where Andy Ray Swarsky and PPP, who baked swastika cookies, are fucking woke leftists. I will not. Fuck you, cunt. This is outrageous sweeping.
Like, look, if you're going to call us assholes or liars, that's like one type of angle. But to say woke leftist, we are edgier than your conservative show, first of all. We say
you guys aren't. I'm sorry. When you platform cuckold porn stars and tranny suckers who eat male to female tranny fucking pussy, fucking fake neo-vagina pussy on fucking Pornhub, and it's there for anybody to see when they Google search your guest as one of the first fucking results, don't come at me about fucking Jesus. Shut the fuck up. Leave the Lord's name out of your whore fucking mouth. Stop it. This is ridiculous. I've had enough. I've had enough of this fucking shit.
It's fucking gay,
they piss on our hands and tell us that it's fucking raining. They tell us there's nothing to see here. Jeremy did no wrong. It's all lies. When asked for a specific lie that was told about Jeremy Hambley, Melonie Mack couldn't do it. Because she knows that there are no lies involved in this, that the truth is against them, and they won't engage in any way. And we know from behind the scenes what went on now with Brittany Venti last night, where Brittany Venti was demanding to go on. She was calling Chrissy Mayr, texting Chrissy Mayr, and this cunt wouldn't put her on and pretended like she didn't see the fucking messages in order to protect Melonie Mack and Jeremy Hambley because she's bought and paid for.
But
and
she's
the only
clearly
people,
looking at her phone, by the way. She's looking down.
The only people, by the way, who are on this fat fuck poopy pants cock side are people who are paid. That's it. It's all paid shills. Hannah Claire Brimelow, paid shill. Melonie Mack, paid fucking shill. Chrissy Mayr, paid shill. They're all on the fucking payroll, and it's transparent what's going on. And I've had enough. I've had it up to here. It's fucking bullshit. Chrissy, it's fucking on. It's on, bitch. I know what you're doing. And then she gets on here today. Oh, can somebody tell me what the oranges are? 1 million cocksuckers in chat last night told Chrissy Mayr what the fuck the oranges are. What are we doing?
Content. And by the way, Chrissy, how the fuck are you a comedian who works for Anthony Cumia, who was fucking fired from Sirius XM and made a huge deal and created his own company that you worked for to prevent cancellations, now supporting us being canceled by a conservative? Seriously.
Well, now Chrissy has delayed her live stream by an hour.
Bullshit.
And Jeremy Hambley has gone live as well to try and divide. Well, he's trying to take the heat off Chrissy Mayr. It's obvious. It's obvious what's happening. The collusion, the open conspiracy of it all is completely insane. No one will honestly address this. Hannah Claire won't talk about it. Melonie won't honestly talk about it. Jeremy won't honestly engage and talk about it. He talks a big game on Twitter while he's fucking drunk. I'm going to debate Kino Casino. I'm going to debate Yellow Flash. I'll debate Bearing. I'll debate all these guys. And then when it's scheduled, when push comes to shove, this pussy bitches the fuck out because he's a cuckold who watches his wife get fucked by a Jew bull in the corner.
Yeah.
And that's the fucking truth about it. Adam Sellers fucks his wife, and he's upset that people know the fucking truth, that he poops his pants, that he's a cuckold, that he's a flagger, that he's a soy-filled little fucking bitch, and he won't actually engage on the substance of any of this. Melonie Mack is on there pretending that the controversy, how she originally tried to deflect this, is insane.
I can't wait to watch this.
She said that the reason why people are going after Jeremy is because he doesn't play video games with puzzles in them. I'm not kidding.
Oh,
that's what she tried to pretend the whole controversy
fuck
was.
You, Mel, you fucking whore. We're going after Melonie Mac as much as Jer now. By the way,
I'm not kidding.
We're going after Melonie Mac as much as Jer. Oh, and Hannah Claire can go fucking after what her family went through. We were fucking not only struck down on YouTube, he called his manager, got 2 channels removed, and now it's okay.
Well,
and a few weeks go by,
Andy,
and now
you're gonna be pissed.
I'm already so pissed.
Chrissy Mayr pretended she didn't know who you are. You know?
Are you fucking?
She was like, Warska? Like she didn't know what your name was. Like she didn't know what Kino Casino. You've been on her show. You've been on her show how many times?
And we had fucking Ralph, who's on Ralph's show, all this fucking shit. All right, Chrissy, you fucking bitch. Fuck you.
Holy
fuck you,
buddy.
We've talked like 6 times. Maybe she doesn't remember me. Fair enough. Was she a fucking drug-addled dumb whore?
She's so full of shit. Well, what it comes down to is she's upset that we pressed her when she was sweeping for Ricada, which she was sweeping for Ricada. All of these people do this because it's a sinister cabal. It's a shadowy grifter cabal of people who are untalented.
Red Bar was right. Red Bar was right about Chrissy Mayr. He was right. She stole presents. She acts like all fucking innocent, but she supports... Like, she'll backstab anyone. She will go to the lowest levels to fuck anyone for her side.
She'll do anything for a fucking dollar. She'll defend anything. If she thinks there's an opportunity to suck a crumb of clout out of somebody's fucking cock or a single fucking nickel or dime, she'll be down in her fucking hands and knees scrubbing and sucking until the fucking cows come home. That's what that cunt is all about. And we know that from the Ricada saga, where she thought there was still all of this money and all of these viewers being associated with Nick Ricada, and it would all blow over. And if we just sweep it enough and we just defend it and deflect and pretend we don't know what's going on, it'll make it so Ricada's daughter didn't test for cocaine, that he wasn't arrested with 26 grams, that he didn't engage in polycule activity where he allowed Aaron Imholt to fuck his wife and they ate each other's fucking cum and played naked fucking Twister together and all this greasy fucking shit. She's like, if I can make it out the other side, I can make a few dollars off of Nicholas Ricada, until it became too big to sweep. Yeah. And then she had nothing to do with him. And it's the exact same situation here, where Quartering has bankrolled her for years. Quartering has been her biggest financial supporter and backer for years. God only knows how much he simped for Chrissy Mayr and Chrissy Mayr's House of fucking Harlots, because this is what Chrissy Mayr does. You know, in a similar way to how Jeremy Hambly is not the Jeffrey Epstein, but the Harvey Weinstein.
Well, you
the
never
Harvey
know.
Weinstein of the right. To go back to Epstein, the sort of person Chrissy Mayr is like a Ghislaine fucking Maxwell.
Yeah.
Where she gathers in all of these fucking whores to get grifted and passed around the right-wing fucking scene. That's what this dirty fucking whore does. She gathers all of these women. She distributes them around to the right-wing grifters like fucking Hambly. She forgives their sins, being porn stars, and engaging in BBC cuckold fucking pornography, engaging in trans threesomes. And she tells us all on the conservative right that we have to worship this shit, simp for this shit, give money to these fucking whores.
She's religious, by the way, now. She's brand new, freshly religious.
You're not going to tell me that you're the real Christian and you're the real conservative when your entire business model is pimping out fucking porn stars who engage in the most disgusting fucking degeneracy known to man. One night, you have Bible time with Melonie Mac, where we're all being told about the righteousness of Jesus and the blood of the Lamb and traditional values and cooking and cleaning for your man. And then the next night, it's some blown out fucking roasty porn star that's doing cuckold scenes and sucking black cock.
Her show's called, is it the Wet Spot or some shit? She has a show where she interviews porn stars, and Melonie Mac goes after us, saying we're not Christian or whatever, we're not religious, yet goes on a show where the host has a show called The Wet Spot that's about having the dirtiest, by the way, not like OnlyFans models. I'm talking about like fucking gang banged by black sluts. Like the worst version of porn.
All I had to do was Google this person's name, Nikki Huntsman.
I don't want to.
And what came up was fucking shocking. But it's not really a shock. It's not really a surprise, since Scarlett Hampton also came from Chrissy's Academy of Horrors. You know, but she wasn't good enough. You know, Chrissy said she loves Scarlett, doesn't have a problem with her eating men's asses on camera and drinking piss on camera and all the weird, greasy shit she filmed, because it's all about women getting their bag and being empowered on the dime of the right wing, whatever. But she was like, she can't follow a simple fucking topic list. Like, yeah, she's a dumb, airheaded fucking bimbo. All of you fucking cunts over there are. And I'm sick and tired of having to pretend like you're the gatekeeper. You're the one who decides who's conservative enough or who's Christian enough.
Yeah, exactly.
You just became fucking Catholic yesterday. Literally. And now you're going to tell us that Jeremy Hambly is a righteous Christian warrior for Christ while he's watching cuck porn on the fucking timeline, inviting bulls into his house that participate in that lifestyle when he's a full-blown alcoholic, perpetual fucking drunkard. We're not just talking about a couple beers on the weekend with your buddies or, you know, once in a while getting fucking blasted.
Head to the bar
this
once
guy,
in a blue moon.
every single night is drunk, you know, but he lies to his audience and tells them he quit drinking and then gets caught with the bottle of Fireball whiskey in his fucking hand. But, oh, yeah, we're the liars. We're the dishonest ones. Jeremy Hambly did no wrong. Chrissy Mayr immediately sides with Jeremy Hambly of the fucking quartering, even though for weeks, honestly, this issue has been settled. The consensus is already here. It's a feeding frenzy on Jeremy Hambly. Everybody is destroying this guy. In the court of public opinion, it's over. But there are still a slimy, greasy few members of a cabal who are willing, in exchange for clout and favors and cash, to defend even the most depraved degeneracy with one hand while holding the Bible high with the other. And they lie and they lie. And I'm sick and tired of this fucking shit. I'm not going to be lectured about the Bible by porn stars. It's insane. It's insane.
And this whole thing where we're mean, we're trolls. Like, listen, when the mean trolls are the actual ones who are righteous, right, and not lying, what does that make you? You're below a troll? What the fuck is that? Like, is there even a word for that? You fucking...
The truth is, they have no actual audience or viewers. That's why they have to behave in this parasitical, clout-chasing fashion where they simply exist off grifting off panels, going on everybody's shows. Oh, I'm on this show. I'm on this panel, contributing fuck all, just being a waste of space, just hoping that some thirsty, desperate, fucking horny simp will come along and go, oh, I'll buy the OF, or oh, I'll throw them a couple bucks and maybe I'll get in the Discord. By the way, they outright admit to this fucking shit on the show. It was so shameful. But where Chrissy Mayr introduces Melonie Mac as no longer Miss Melonie Mac, but Mrs. Melonie Mac. And they have this big discussion about, Chrissy's like, I'm surprised you went public with this because aren't you worried you're going to lose all of your financial support? And she's like, yeah, I lost a bunch of financial support. Thousands of people unsubscribed.
Shrimp sim, trick sim,
and so that's really what it is. If these women had a fucking penis, they would be nowhere. They have no talent. They're not funny. They have nothing intelligent to say, nothing interesting to say, nothing original to say. You never listen to Chrissy Mayr and go, oh, gee, that's a good take. Never heard that one before. Melonie, oh, gee, that's interesting. I didn't hear that before. That was interesting. That was insightful. It never fucking happens. These people are talentless fucking whores.
Even if you're friends with Jer, how hard is it to go, hang on, I heard what quartering did to these guys, and I think it's terrible. I like Jeremy, and therefore I want to tell him. Like, how hard is it to just go,
people in the super chats were saying that shit. You can disagree with something your friend does, and still be friends with them,
and talk to your friend behind the scenes and go, listen, you got to fix this. Like, you got to figure this out. Like, why do you have to lie for them?
But what they are is they're on the payroll. They're on the payroll.
But wouldn't Jer appreciate them being honest and not like cut their money off and be like, you know what, maybe you're right. Maybe I should.
Because the only reason they exist is to gratify his ego and his cooming antics and his desire to make women uncomfortable and creep on them. And they know what this is. These women have no desire whatsoever to actually make good content that people really want to engage with, or dare I say, go get a real fucking job and work in the real fucking world.
Right.
Instead, when their looks run out, when they fucking crash into the wall, when shit hits the fan, they've overstayed their welcome. They're so desperate to cling on to this clout and this money and this fame that they whore themselves out to the lowest and most disgusting scum on the fucking planet, man. They're just leeches. They add no fucking value. Why do you think Chrissy Mayr got fucking booted from the Cumia shit as soon as Gavin McInnes took it over?
Wait. What?
Remember?
No, I don't know that story.
They don't add any value. The whole situation shifted from guaranteed. They used to get guaranteed money over there.
Yeah.
And now they only get money now based on like the subscriptions that they actually bring in, and so it all dried up. It all dried up real quick. Gavin McInnes came in and fired each and every one of you talentless, slimy fucking leeches that bring no value to anything.
So Cumia and Gavin merged. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
So it's a Compound Media and Censored.tv. It's still censored, right? These people
are all fucking bums.
I didn't know about that last part. That's crazy.
Oh, well, eventually, what's going to happen here now? Because she's pissed me off so fucking... I'm going to go into all the lore of Chrissy Mayr. I'm going to bring it all back up to the light because fuck her and fuck her sweeping and fuck her shielding. She made her choice last night. I don't believe she was actually legitimately ignorant about any of this.
No, of course not.
And the lies that she told about Brittany Venti just confirm it to me as a fucking fact. Where she claims that, I never saw on my phone. She's looking at her fucking phone. She's looking at her phone as Brittany's trying to fucking reach out to her. The entire chat, bring Venti on, bring Venti on, bring Venti on. Hundreds of people. And she's just pretending like it's not happening. Super chat after super chat. Bring Venti on.
What? She DM'd me while she was texting a Chrissy and goes, hey, Andy, look at this proof that I'm messaging her right now. Brittany showed me while that happened live.
I am so tired of this defense where people go, I don't know what's going on. What? What do you mean you don't know what's going on? He got us
banned off of YouTube.
Come on.
He needs to suffer.
Everybody knows what's going on. You're just pretending you don't know what's going on to sweep for Melonie. It's crazy. It really, really is. Luke Radowski got to feel like the bish on the back of the tank at the end of the mist, watching all of this.
Yeah. Everyone killing
Luke
themselves.
Radowski made it. He escaped basically unscathed from all of this. Bless his fucking heart. I honestly like Luke. The thing is, right well, even if you don't agree with all of Luke's schizo takes and alternative health stuff or whatever, I know that he believes that shit, Yeah. I know that that's what Luke Radowski lives for and has always lived for over 20 years. This guy was back in like Alex Jones' Endgame documentary back in 2008. He was in the Obama deception back then. He's been in the scene for a long time. He's gone to Bilderberg. He's gone to what's the one out in California? Holy fuck! How do I forget? Regardless, he is a lifer in the political scene. I don't think he's actually a grifter. I think he sincerely believes what he believes. And I can't say the same for Melonie Mac, Chrissy Mayr, Jeremy Hambly. Mm-hmm. These people are Johnny come latelys that are here to grift money and fame off of shit that they obviously don't believe in. Fuck them. I'm glad Luke got out when he got out. And these people that are just hanging around to collect a fucking check and just be dirty leech fucking grifters with no principles and betray every single thing that they claim to stand for, I have zero respect for them. And in fact, it's been my mission statement since day one on the internet to destroy these people.
May
and I finally
quick?
Have a chance.
Ash, this is the real numbers with no bots or bots.
Yeah. That's it. Like that's all that there really is. And that's with like our people going in there and talking about the oranges and weekend. Yes. And the Rumble viewership, I really don't trust their counters. I think that there's a built-in multiplier that juices it substantially just based on all of the streamers we've ever covered that are on Rumble and how easy Ralph has gamed the system over on Rumble through VIP likes, buying viewers, buying likes, buying all sorts of stuff. It's obvious to me that site is a complete fucking con job and a complete fucking fraud. And Quartering took those guys for a fucking ride for years. His numbers, I believe, have always been papered over and fraudulent to a certain degree. And you could see that in the June the King documentary that we were reacting to last night. This guy has always artificially inflated his subscriber count with scams like giveaways. And if you subscribe, you can get a DVD or a PlayStation or this and that. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same
and never
playbook repeating over and over and over again. We're going to probably try and continue the documentary tonight, although it turned out there was a lot more to the Chrissy Mayr and Melonie Mac and Brittany Venti situation than I originally realized. I didn't realize how bad it actually was. Like, I thought that Chrissy might actually have been ignorant, but having watched it in real time for myself, I know for a fact she was putting on an act, trying to gatekeep, trying to silo everything, trying to run damage control, trying to stop people from knowing the truth. But every single person there knew the truth. And it's you have these two dumb airheaded bitches pretending like we all don't know what we've seen with our own eyes and ears. It's not just coming from this show. You can't just write it off as, well, it's those evil Nazi trolls, Kino, Casino. Chrissy Mayr's own co-workers at Friday Night Tights, Jeremy Prime, Geeks and Gamers has come out and spoke against this. Heel versus Babyface has spoke against this stuff. Gary himself, Nerdrotic, has spoke against this stuff. It's not just coming from insane, schizophrenic fucking lunatics. There's an active deplatforming campaign going on. And if we allow this to go unchallenged, unpushed back on, it's not just going to be Kino Casino. It's going to be anybody that Jeremy Hambly or anybody else for that matter disagrees with. You won't be able to criticize anybody anywhere without getting. This is how it starts. This is how it starts.
It was the Francesca Ramsey and the SJW situation in 2017. They got power, and what happened when one person was banned? the next person and the next person, and everyone was getting banned. And Francesca Ramsey got me deplatformed the first time with no strikes, the exact same way Jer did. And she bragged about it on Twitter. And that's why I knew it was possible to do. And that's why when Jer called,
it's not like Chrissy even took it seriously. That's what bothers me the most.
Yeah.
She just dismissed it out of hand. Oh, these people, they must be crazy, incels, da da da. Oh, there's nothing to see here, guys. Oh, it's all been addressed. It's all lies. It's like, no, when you have thousands of people coming in and telling you something, chances are there's probably something to it. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like there is something to it. Like we actually have receipts. Listen,
every single
they were like denying the existence of the Ren Fair video and that there was nothing to see. Like Chrissy Mayr wouldn't even read out the super chat about it because it said that it was on tape. And she didn't want to have to look at the tape and have to defend it. And Melonie, by the way, pretended like she didn't know, but then later said it was 6 years old. So obviously she does know.
So it's fine.
Obviously she does know about the existence of the Renaissance Fair tape, but they don't want to engage honestly on any of this stuff. They just want to pretend like it's not happening, tell you it's not happening, don't believe what you've seen. All of the things, by the way, in the June the King documentary are things that Jeremy himself shared. 99% of the stuff that we've covered on this show have come out of Jeremy Hambley's own mouth. They're clips from his shows. Okay?
Yeah.
It's crazy to be, this is all lies. And then when you're asked, hey, can you show the lie? You go, well, I don't know of any specific lies that they actually told, but you know, they lied about the football thing, so I'm not even going to bother to look into the rest of it. What? First of all, it's obvious, Melonie, that you're enabling the Harvey Weinstein of the right wing, Jeremy Hambley. That's what you're doing. Jeremy Hambley pays you, and he pays you way more than you would make anywhere else, especially now that all of your simps have abandoned you by your own admission, Melonie. By your own admission, thousands of simps won't give you a fucking dime anymore. So there's only one big, fat, poop pants cuckold simp that will pay you 6 figures a year to sit there and go, yeah, with your nails on chalkboard, grating voice, and your brainless fucking takes, just mindlessly agreeing with every stuttering, shambling, fumbling, stumbling take that comes out of the bum's mouth.
Wait, we got D-Day Cobra on Chrissy Mayr's stream belting her.
Is that what's happening now?
Well, not live. Like he's not on her stream, but it's his take.
It's in the folder. No, I have his take already in the folder.
Oh, it's an older one. Okay, cool.
It's from today. Don't worry, we come prepared. Alyssa clipped that fucking shit up, and
I got the chat edited, by the way, folks.
Tap on Twitter clipped that shit up as well.
By the way, oh my god,
man. Which chat? The quartering chat or the Chrissy Mayr chat?
The quartering chat. Yes, fucking, honestly, dude, like D-Day Cobra and those guys are fucking amazing. And now Chrissy Mayr has to sit there with D-Day, and D-Day is going to be like, they were deplatformed. Now what? You can't act dumb. Just be like, I like you, Melonie, but obviously what your boss did was retarded, and he has to reverse it and apologize. That's it. You don't have to be like, I hate you forever and right?
I just want at this point for what's actually going on to be acknowledged by these people. When they insult us and pretend like nothing is happening and that nothing ever happened and that we're all just nothing and we're insignificant and they're the conservative media behemoths and they're the gatekeepers and they're the ones that get to decide what's true and what isn't true. It's like, no, how about fuck you? How about we actually have a bigger audience than quartering? We actually have a bigger audience than Chrissy Mayr. We have a bigger audience than Melonie Mac. You guys aren't above us. You're actually beneath us.
All combined. All three of them combined.
And I don't want to have to flex nuts and clout like that and say, I have this and I have that. But when you play this game where it's like, oh, no, there's nothing to see here, guys. These are just nobody fucking losers. And meanwhile, it's like your own panelists that you go on with every Friday night are talking about it, but it's all just nobodies and insignificant and bull. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Who the fuck do you think that you are just because you have a whole cabal of porn stars that you bring on as a rotating circus to milk dollars out of simps? Fuck you. You won't tell me that you're more conservative than me. You won't tell me that you're more Christian than me when you just became Catholic on last Tuesday and you have a fucking brand new Bible that's never been opened a single fucking time. Fuck
Ash.
you.
Read, Ashton.
Sorry, guys. I have to cancel my show tonight. I was supposed to have Chrissy Mayr on to explain what the hell happened last night. She confirmed, but then unconfirmed. And I waited all day and it just got too late. Sorry, folks. I'll see you all tomorrow. So what's crazy about this is that people like Chrissy Mayr and Melonie Mac are willing to lose and burn all of these bridges and all of these connections and take on all these slings and arrows and criticism for Jeremy Hambly.
But why?
Because they're on the payroll.
There's something else, Ash. There's something sinister afoot.
Well, it's always stunk to high heaven from day one. All of this fucking shit, man.
This is crazy. This is like Scientology level conspiracy at this point. I'm serious.
I just can't believe that you choose
them.
But she'll choose Jeremy over Friday Night Tights if it comes down to it. And I genuinely hope, and I know that Gary doesn't like drama over there.
Yeah, no, for
and
sure.
Infighting over there and stuff like that.
100%.
But at a certain point, when you have somebody that's so actively picking up the broomstick to sweep up what everybody else has condemned, you have to allow some questioning of that.
Yeah.
You have to allow some forum for criticism, because right now there's no way to hold these people accountable at all.
Yeah.
Like they just act like none of this ever happened and just deny all of it and play ignorant.
That's
it's
what they say.
drama mongering.
It's not drama.
But these guys
it's not
do
drama
all day long.
Yeah.
And when they do it, it's perfectly fine. But the moment it happens to somebody in their exclusive club, the established conservative grifter club, then it's not allowed. Nicholas Rekieta has to be protected. Jeremy Hambly has to be protected. Fuck that. Fuck this shit. We're burning it down.
Yeah,
we're
we gotta
burning
it down. Folks.
And so we wonder why all of this sweeping is going on with Chrissy Mayr, why she's so desperate to defend Jeremy Hambly to the bitter end and pretend like there's no scandal and there's no controversy, when a massive normie-friendly documentary with hundreds of thousands of views that's going to go over 1 million views literally just dropped yesterday, to the point where ignorance is no excuse. It's been trending for weeks on Twitter. All of her coworkers at Friday Night Tights have all spoken out against this, and she pretends like it never fucking happened. If you look right there, her top sponsor is coffeebrandcoffee.com. They're friends and partners. Coffee Brand Coffee.
How much do you think he's paying her? You think it's an affiliate, or do you think it's a monthly?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what the arrangement is, but I feel like with how much controversy is going on, we have a right to know.
Yeah.
Like, what was the business relationship? This is what's going on. He was funding her content house. He was a sponsor through Coffee Brand Coffee, and that's why she's acting this way. So if we go into this entire train wreck disaster, let's go to the next slide. This is what it was. This is what it was all night long. Orange after orange after orange, meme after meme after meme, just dunking on her. Just dunking on Quartering and Chrissy Mayr all night long. Bring Brittany Venti on. How does it feel to marry a gay guy, Mel? Hey, Mel, are fake lips okay with the church? Her husband's queer. The bull oranges. How was your weekend? Oranges? How was your weekend? She's on the run. Why did you miss work today, Mel? Serious question. What are the oranges for? Her co-host is a cuck. Cry, Mel, cry. But all of these people are all just trolls or bots, or their defense is that these are woke leftists. I don't know what to tell you. Our audience are not woke leftists. We are not woke leftists.
We're anti-woke, if anything.
Andy has been anti-woke for over a decade.
I red-pilled people in 2014. I got banned from YouTube for being based. In 2019, I got unbanned.
I was a gospel preacher from the time I was 14 years old.
Yes.
Till the time I was 23 years old.
Bro,
okay?
I was the first guy to do a Black Lives Matter video on YouTube.
I just don't know where they get off gatekeeping who's Christian and who's right-wing and who's not. Like, it just pisses me the fuck off. It really does.
I lost 90% of my IRL friends because of my political views, folks. Okay? 90% of my IRL friends went, you are too edgy or whatever. You're too conservative for me. And I don't care. I actually don't fucking care. And we're woke. That's the worst attack, by the way.
Well, it's just so pathetic because no one here is woke, Like they're just not. You know what I mean? Like, it's just insane.
Yeah.
But that's what they try and pass this off as, is this is communist woke people trying to subvert their base Christian movement of tonight, promoting Nikki Huntsman, who does interracial cuckold pornography, okay, and also does threesomes with male to female transgenders.
Hey Mel, where in the Bible does it say that's okay? Yeah, preach your Bible to us every fucking day. Say that we're Satan.
Preach your Bible to us, Chrissy Mayr, you fucking grifting cunt. Continuing.
There we go.
These are some of the comments. The fake Christian should read Proverbs 7. Gutless interviewer not asking her why she's signing off on bannings and let her obfuscate that it was about poor gameplay. Shame. She's confused about citrus. He said he could and he would. It's not a coincidence people accused him of it. And this is just the insanity of it. It's all out there for anybody to be educated about through dozens of channels. Diesel Patches has covered this. Mudahar has covered this. H3H3 has covered this fucking shit. There's a documentary by June the King that breaks the entire situation down. There's no reason to pretend like this never, ever happened. Geeks and Gamers has gone over this. Heel versus Babyface has gone over this. Nerdrotic has gone over this. The list goes on and on and on. Brittany Venti has spoke extensively about this situation. Okay?
Look at this.
Look at this.
Here's the entire video in fast forward. Look at this. Bro! If you're Chrissy, aren't you like, why are there millions of oranges?
She knows why.
This is actually fucking amazing. Wow. That's actually...
She's confused, though, as to why the chat's actually moving that day. She comes prepared today, though, with subscriber-only mode and, guys, I can't make the appearance on Camelot that I promised, and just shutting it all down, sweeping. It's crazy.
But again, the craziest thing about all of this is you don't even need to technically, defriend or disavow. You could be open with your friend live and go, they did this, I disapprove, they have to fix it. Because That is the one sin on the internet you can't do.
I really won't be surprised when she doesn't even bring Venti on Sunday and just burns the bridge with Venti, because
what about Friday? What about tomorrow?
That sweet coffee brand coffee money is just too strong. And she'll just like, I don't know, is she going to just stop going on Friday Night Tights? Is she going to demand that no one ever ask her about this situation on Friday Night Tights? Like, is that going to be the rule, that everybody just has to bow before Chrissy Mayr until the end of time? That nobody's ever allowed to challenge Chrissy Mayr or Melonie Mac anywhere that they go, that we all just have to pretend that none of this ever happened? No, I'm sorry. This is fucking nonsense. There's people in chat go, never disrespect the chat. If we go into these comments here, rules of the internet, never flag and never sweep for a flagger. Lost a lot of respect for Chrissy today. I heard Melonie Mac married a bi man. It just continued. Like, go to the next slide. There's just more and more and more.
Something to get. Go ahead.
So you lied about Venti. She lied. She's sweeping. What are the oranges for? So how was everyone's weekend? Venti confirmed Chrissy lied. She did text and DM her, and Chrissy was ignoring it the whole time and lying. And she lies over and over and over again. I saw one clip from Kino where she lied once. When I watched the whole stream, it was over and over again. At least a half dozen times she lied and said that Brittany Venti was ducking it. Brittany Venti, she couldn't get a hold of her. And you just do her dirty like that after like nearly a decade of friendship with Brittany Venti. She was at your wedding. She's met up with you multiple times in real life, and you burn her like that for Jeremy fucking Hambly? Fuck you, Chrissy, you cunt. Continuing.
This is crazy, dude. You lied about Brittany to DM you and
followed the trail of smears and ended up here. You lied about Venti. Consider yourself part of this now. And she didn't have to do that. She didn't have to do that. She could have just said, listen, I want to just do a show with Melonie tonight. Maybe later on we'll have Venti on, but she didn't do that. Instead, she lied. And why? It's obvious, because she's paid to do so.
Yep.
So then we've got shout outs to Flay, DSP Historical Society, Gun Ranger. And by the way, this was super chatted, and Chrissy refused to read it. Yeah. Shame on Chrissy for lying. Shame on her. This is what the chat was like. Oranges. Seems like everyone dislikes what Jeremy did. Don't let this pro censorship Janny fool you. He's a creep and a liar, Mel. Wake up.
Love you, Chrissy, but Mel is a snake. She laughed at the casino being that.
And she couldn't deny it. Look at her face there. Look at her. She knows she's guilty.
She like made like a statement saying that we like deserved it or some shit. Like it was it was like, actually, if she had just shut her fucking mouth and went, I don't want to be part of this. That's one thing. She acknowledged it and confirmed that it was cool. Fuck you. Look at her face there.
Fuck you, bitch.
Bring on Brittany.
So
Venti.
Here's everybody saying, no, that's a video. Here's everybody telling her, bring on Venti, bring on Venti. The whole chat for at least 5 minutes straight, if not 10 straight minutes, was nothing but bring on Venti. 5 or 6 super chats in a row, all about bringing on Venti. And Chrissy Mayr, we know now for a fact, Brittany Venti did send us receipts, and it's up to her whether she wants to put it out publicly or not.
Yeah, of course.
But we know and we trust that she did reach out to Chrissy Mayr and said, bring me on. I want to come on. And Chrissy here looks at her phone and she knows that there's a message there from Brittany Venti, and she'll pretend like there's not.
Yeah. So Chrissy apparently is belting the quartering right now.
Oh, really? Well, it's too late, isn't it?
She may have watched our stream. She was probably watching us right now.
I don't give a shit. I really don't care, because I predicted this. I predicted this last night.
She's back,
what would happen? Yeah, I predicted it, because she's self-preservation above all. That's how these shameless fucking grifters are. Last night, she thought Quartering and Mel had it all on lock. They had it under control. They ran the narratives. They were the big YouTubers.
Melonie.
everybody was on their side, right? And she was powerful and she was going to gatekeep and she was going to silo it. She was going to sweep it. She was going to silence everybody. That was her position. And she knew that she would be rewarded with that sweet coffee brand coffee money, Jeremy's poo-stained underwear, maybe a slot on the illustrious quarter cast before 70,000 botted fucking viewers. That's what she sells her soul for, folks. The prices are dirt cheap on this cunt soul. Both of them. Both of these dirty fucking hags have been able to grift off of the Bible and conservative politics for way too long. You don't represent us. When you bring on porn stars that take black cock and cuckold scenes and you pollute the mind of the youth with that fucking filth that you promote, when you bring on porn stars that fuck trannies, male to female trannies, and they pollute the minds of the youth with that fucking shit and you promote that filth, you are not a conservative. You are not the Christian. You are not the moral arbiter. You are not the moral voice to tell me who's a Christian and who's not. Who's a right winger and who's not. Fuck you. You won't gatekeep me. You won't silence me. I've had enough of people like this. They honestly are so egotistical. They really believe that they're above everybody else, that they're above you, the common viewer, that your concerns don't fucking matter, that they can just piss in your fucking mouth and tell you it's fucking raining. And I've had enough of that shit. Fuck these people. Burn it down. Burn it down. Burn it down. I've had enough.
Yeah, it's actually really fucking retarded. It's again, but why lie that? Yeah, so you're saying she lied because she realized she thought that we were nothing. Oh,
yes.
It's just 10 troll accounts with bots. Like I don't know what to say. We are not.
It was
botted.
a pathetic attempt to control the narrative. It really was.
When you look at your Twitter, our Twitter, all the fucking clip channels that do us, our chat, the donations, where the fuck is the bots? What bots? We're clearly liked. And look, we're also, people think we're obnoxious and don't like us. People who hate us think we're annoying or whatever. But like, we have like people who love us or hate us. We're really intense. We're not botted. We're not these fake fucking,
I just don't like the state of Chrissy Mayr's show tonight. She chose the worst guest she possibly could that exposed her entire hand on how all of this goes. Why do we have to bring on somebody who sucks black cock? Why? Why do we have to bring on porn stars and promote them as right-wing idols to be worshipped and given money and given viewership? Why do we have to do that? Why do we have to bring on women who have threesome scenes with trannies? Why do we have to do that? It's just crazy how these people are so insulated, so detached from reality that they can do a Bible show one night and a porno show the next night, and nobody's ever supposed to point out the contradiction in those things. Am I crazy?
No, that's crazy. Not you. That is insane. It makes no fucking sense.
Bring on Brittany Venti. If you guys can get her to respond to my texts, watered down.
And she was texting.
Jared, please bring on Venti. You guys get in her ear. Tell her to respond to me. Venti wants on.
I hate Melonie. Why is she on the internet? Why is she on the internet?
I keep checking my phone. I see no messages or DM from my girl Venti.
It's just a lie. It's just a lie. So continuing on.
That's crazy to lie like that.
You know, so Venti came to our chat and said, hey, just for the record, I did DM Chrissy and I texted her. I'm super tired, but I did still opt to go on.
And she DM'd me proof. She
DM'd us proof. And it continued the next on Twitter within an hour. Chrissy Mayr came out and said, Brittany messaged me too late, but hopefully we can find a date soon for her to come and do an episode in studio. And Brittany goes, I really don't think it's fair that I take the responsibility here. This makes me look like I'm trying to dodge it and I'm going to have to clear my name. I messaged you on DMs, then later text something like 40 minutes before Mel left. Chrissy, I didn't see your message until we were done. All good and no worries.
Not all good.
As she said, she was constant. She said she was constantly checking her phone. And it makes it seem like Brittany didn't want the smoke, like she was afraid of Melonie Mac. I know for a fact that even if Brittany Venti was completely jet lagged, she just got off an 8-hour fucking transatlantic flight from fucking Europe, and she was half in the bag drunk, that she still would have hopped on there to destroy fucking Melonie Mac, and she would have ran fucking circles around her and completely destroyed her. Fuck Chrissy Mayr for lying. And this is about somebody that she's had friendship with and business associations with for a decade. That was at her wedding, for fuck's sake. Smash JT weighs in. Calling this a train wreck is giving them credit. Holy shit, this was an awful attempt at a stream. Chrissy working overtime to sweep for Melonie was definitely a choice. It was overtime. I had no idea how bad it was until just a few hours ago. Here comes Chrissy Mayr.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
And watch the way that she introduces Melonie Mac. She obviously thought that Jeremy had this completely under control and Melonie Mac had this completely under control and they were winning, and that everybody else was a nothing and a cockroach. Listen to how she introduces it.
Okay.
We don't need Earth Day because we have tonight's guest. Oh my goodness. You know her. You love her. She's been on the show before. I would actually consider her a friend of mine.
She was universally hated and reviled in the chat. You guys love her. No, we don't love her, actually. We hate her. She's a lying grifter.
Not even lying grifter. She's happy that our editor lost his job and laughed about it. Like, fuck off. Like, this is crazy.
And I don't really say that about all of my guests. Well, maybe I say that about some of my guests, but I don't mean it.
What?
But I do mean it.
What a crazy thing to say, by the way. What a snaky, slimy, two-faced thing to just admit openly that you tell some of your guests that you're their friend to their face, but you don't actually mean it?
That's...
Who would say something like that? That's fucked in the head. Is that what you tell Brittany Venti to her face? That she's your friend, and then you lie on her name in public and fuck her over and make it look like she is scared of Melonie Mac? Is that what this is?
Welcome back to the program. Actually, the new Mrs. Melonie Mac!
Mel should not be allowed on the fucking internet.
Well,
even if she didn't do what she did. But
everywhere she goes, she just gets pelted. I mean, the time for her to leave was a long time ago.
Yes.
The only reason, by the way, we still have to suffer through Melonie Mac's nails on a chalkboard voice and her morally puritanical takes about video games. We can't have women in bikinis. We can't have games that are spiritually caustic. This is honestly Melonie Mac's take.
We're demons, she said, by the way.
She said we're demons. Melonie Mac believes that we need a Christian censorship board. This is what her and Razor Fist were trying to push, that a committee of pastors, she doesn't know of what denomination or she doesn't know how it would work, but there would be a committee of pastors that would determine what video games are allowed to be released on the market, and they're not allowed to be spiritually caustic, whatever that means. I'm sorry. Most people aren't in favor of having the church overview and oversee everything that grown adults can watch and play and do. I'm sorry.
But then when we call that out, we're just drama mongers, according to Razor Fist.
Well, we can't disagree on that,
we can't
right?
Have an opinion. No.
And they're being dogpiled. Now, mind you, if the majority was on their side, they would obviously be dogpiling Smash JT or Yellow Flash or anybody else who may disagree that the Christian churches, which she doesn't know which one, she doesn't know what ministers, should determine what sort of games and what sort of movies that grown adults are allowed to fucking see. You know. Yeah. Anyway, that's Melonie Mac for you folks. This is why we have to suffer and tolerate this bullshit. It's all Chrissy Mayr's fault. Melonie Mac had lost everything. For those of you who don't know, Melonie Mac for a decade was one of the most shameless leftist SJW pro LGBT pro tranny voices in the gaming community. She shilled all of that stuff. The receipts on it are legion. And she burned all of her bridges over there. She lost everything. She was considering getting a job as a personal trainer, right? Here she is as the servant of the Doritos Pope, Jeff Keighley. This was during her era as a woke leftist, as a corporate shill. She was done. Chrissy Mayr brought her in and gave her a fresh start to grift the right wing. And she latched onto it, and she became Little Miss Little Miss fuck every single gay person. I'm going to bully gay people. I'm going to bully trannies. I'm going to force them to convert to my religion. But then when people have an issue morally or ethically with what you're doing or with what Jeremy Hambly's doing, it's bullying, it's harassment, it's not right. No, you don't get to claim that. You don't get to go out and go after all of these people and rebuke them and tell them they need to repent. And then when I tell Jeremy that he needs to repent of being a pill-popping, alcoholic, flagging cuckold that poops his pants, and you need to repent of wearing all of that makeup, the plunging necklines, showing all the skin, being a dirty fucking whore, you cry out your ass and claim bullying and harassment. Fuck you. Fuck you, cunt.
Remember when you first went at her back in the day, right? And she was talking about the Goonergate. So you found a ton of pictures on Insta of her and put it like a collage.
Yeah. Where she was in bikinis. She was showing off her gym outfits. Yes.
One out of 40 pics were AI.
Dozens of pictures. One was AI. And she goes, oh, see, the whole narrative's fake because one of the pictures was AI.
Yeah.
What about the other 24 pictures? But this is the disingenuous way that Melonie Mack and Quartering argue, because they're always used to arguing from the position of punching down on smaller creators, being able to lie about smaller creators without repercussion, and then just silence them. And when they can't do that, when they're suddenly in the position of being the little fish in the pond, they cry and cry and cry. These people are the biggest cry bullies of all time, and it's time for it to stop. It's time for you to stop claiming that you're the victim. Well, you go around and fuck with all sorts of other people. And then when the rent comes due for you, no. You made this bed, lie in it.
I missed you, Chrissy.
Oh my gosh, I missed you too. There's so much to catch up on. Like, you are a married woman. Wow.
Yes. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And like, the whole internet just went,
No,
I got
the whole internet went, what are the oranges for?
But it's weird to me that in their minds, like, the reaction to a woman getting married is automatically like, and it's only like that, by the way.
Ash, I thought they were doing it positive, like they were doing it like a
yeah, the reaction is negative.
We can't fuck her now.
Because yes, exactly. They go on to detail this, how their business is entirely reliant on simps that pay, so they'll conceal their relationship statuses. And Chrissy commends Melonie for her bravery of being honest that she's married instead of continuing to milk her simps for cash. Is crazy.
Lot of support though, surprisingly. So that was nice, because I was worried about that at first. I was like, well, I wonder.
If you are worried that you'll lose everything if you're taken, like, that's actually like the craziest thing in the world.
Isn't it though? You're worried about that because nobody actually cares about what you have to say.
Yeah.
No one cares about your takes. No one finds you funny or interesting or authentic. It's just a bunch of guys that are desperate, thirsty simps who see a woman that shares their hobbies and an interest that's normally dominated by men, and who echoes their political takes back to them, regurgitated on a spoon, the most basic bitch takes possible. And they go, oh, yummy, mommy, let me give you money. I'm a dummy. Fuck that.
And look,
fuck that.
At least, Ashton, you could sort of understand the simps who donate to OnlyFans because they're gooners and horny and get like pussy pics and shit.
These people are pathetic. There was
clothed women.
Listen, we're gonna have to organize the whole segment on this, but there is a guy out there who worked 3 part-time jobs and gave Melonie Mac 80% of his paycheck.
Stop! No.
He would give Melonie Mac somewhere in the ballpark of $27,000 to $30,000 a year. He did this for years. He left after Johnny Chunkers married Melonie Mac. Like this is the truth. This is the truth. Like, this is what it is, man. Like, this is what it is.
At least if you're a gooner, it's like, that's disgusting, but okay. You're donating money to clothed females who will never fuck you.
Well, these women, they'll get in Discord with these guys, and they'll
maybe.
Yeah, they hook them in, they lead them along, they milk them. These women know how to manipulate these men. It's the only way they can make money is to manipulate sad, lonely, horny men who have no other options, no other outlet, into giving them cold hard cash. That's the business model these whores fucking live off of. You have a show called Simpcast, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Come on.
This is gonna be weird, but yeah, a lot of people are happy for me.
There are women who do not acknowledge that they have a husband, and they do that specifically because they don't want to lose
Bring it back.
To be like their
Bring it back. Listen to what she's saying.
Yeah.
Listen. So they hide that they're married or with a man specifically for.
Do not acknowledge that they have a husband, and they do that specifically because they don't want to lose what they consider to be like their generous male fans. But
the generous male fans, folks. So that's the business model that they rely on, is the generous male fans, aka the beta orbiter cuckold simps that burn through their paychecks thinking they have a chance with these women. It's exploitative. It's parasocial. It's wrong. It's honestly worse than OnlyFans in a way, because at least the OnlyFans simp actually gets some nudes, or actually gets some videos or fetish content or whatever the fuck they're into. This is crazy stuff. They're just outright mask off at the start of the show about the whole business model and how they're concerned about it.
But we have to hear about Christianity. We have to hear about the Bible.
Yep.
Meanwhile, it's, aren't you going to be sad when you lose your simps who jack off to you while you're live? Buddy.
And I didn't lose in the grand scheme of things as many followers as I thought. Like, I had that initial purge because I announced when I was engaged, and then I had an initial purge of like a couple thousand.
A couple thousand. Look at Chrissy. Even Chrissy is shocked. Melonie Mac admitted she lost thousands of financial supporters, thousands of simps and viewers when she announced she got married. That means, Melonie, your audience follows you not because you have anything interesting to say, insightful, you're a political activist, you're saving souls for Christ. They follow you to masturbate to you. And in the hopes that they can get a crumb of pussy somehow by simping or sliding into the DMs or manipulating it this way or that way. I can't believe you would actually admit this in public. What were they thinking?
Like, imagine, bro.
What? That's too many. That's like,
well, I thought it was going to be a lot more. So I was
she thought it would be more. That's how Melonie Mac views herself. That's where her self-esteem and her self-image is at.
So religious, Ash.
I thought everybody was following you for your Bible takes and the gospel.
She's a nun.
The LGBT agenda and all this. Shouldn't you want to purge these people from your audience in the first place? Chrissy says that's too many. why do you want these people around? Why do you want these gooners and these simps around, huh?
Yeah.
Don't you want to be taken seriously for your comedy or your religious preaching or your political takes or your gaming streams? No. These are women that use their bodies to milk men of money, and then they tell us about the Bible and Christian ethics. And here it is, just on full display,
Ash,
naked for all to see.
Ash, we're cool with cleavage and butts being shown in games, though. That makes us the bad people.
Yes.
We're the gooners because Catwoman should have leather pants and reveal her butt a little bit. But thousands of men jacking off to you is fine.
What's crazy about this, though, is they have no actual moral foundation whatsoever. They're not actually anchored on the rock of Christianity and the gospel and a sound understanding of theology and doctrine, because Melonie Mac is all over the place on this stuff. She'll defend one gooner game. She'll say Laura Croft should look sexy. She'll say, Astral Blade or Stellar Blade or whatever the fuck it was. That one's good. But then First Descendant, that one goes too far. That's wrong. Blah, 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 blah. Like, they're not even consistent on this stuff. They're just going wherever they think that the grift is, whatever take they think is going to give them money. And then when it backfires and it didn't align with what the audience wanted, because their audience are actually gooners, as they admitted, then they cry and say they're persecuted and oppressed and they're being dogpiled. Let's be real.
Wait,
the only reason anyone watches these people in the first place is to hit the mute button, pull down their pants, get some fucking Vaseline, and get down to town.
Jesus.
Ain't nobody playing the Melonie Mac video with the audio on.
Did she defend Stellar Blade?
She did.
That's the most jack-offable game in the last 10 years.
Melonie defended Stellar Blade. Melonie defended Stellar Blade and then was against First Descendant.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Have you played Stellar Blade? When you walk up a ladder, you could like jack off to that. What the fuck?
Don't want to.
Yeah. You know, as you said, I've been divorced before. That was about 6 years ago.
We have a divorce and remarriage scenario, folks. We know that Christ hates divorce. He hates it. If there's any way avoidable to avoid divorce, that's what Jesus wants. He says it's one man and one woman for life. Divorce and remarriage is not a Christian concept, except in the case of adultery. Now, maybe Melonie was cheated on, maybe she wasn't, but we have her, the great Christian or arbiter of morality, who's already divorced and is getting married and is already married again. Divorced and remarried. Now, I know that's a very socially conservative position, but she's claiming the most socially conservative position she can and grifting that way.
But I did it the wrong way. It was an unequally yoked marriage situation, even though I was like living in rebellion against my faith.
Yoked? No. So she says it's unequally yoked, and she later on defines this as she was a Christian and her partner wasn't. But her next words after saying it was unequally yoked was she was in rebellion against her faith. So both of you actually were not living a Christian life or lifestyle. So it wasn't unequally yoked. And you can't put all the blame on your ex-husband. I'm sorry. Fuck off.
You know, got in a relationship with a non-believer, and then before you know it,
says Mary only in the church, doesn't it, Mel? Says that for a reason, right?
What is going on? What, like, folks on the internet for the last month, is everyone okay? Is everyone okay?
Full-blown rebellion against my faith, which I don't want to blame that relationship for that.
Jeremy has ruined the internet. I hate Jer so much.
Entirely. It was, most of it was on me, and I should know better. And start going back to my faith. The LARP is over. But yeah, because then I was like,
I love how she's going back to her faith. The LARP is over. No, that's when the LARP truly began. That's when the LARP truly began. Because the truth about Melonie Mac is she's an incredibly worldly woman. Everything about Melonie Mac screams of the world. the way she dresses, her hair color, her tattoos, her language is crude and crass. She cusses, she yells slurs at people and employs hateful rhetoric. She is of, by, and for the world. As much as she says that she's a Christian, she is a disciple of the world, led astray by Lucifer, led astray by the devil. She's a false prophet. She's a grifter, and she doesn't even know what she doesn't know. She's just a clueless fucking airhead out here, folks.
First two, I was like, okay, I was cooking him 2 meals a day, and then he's like, you can just cook me 1 meal a day.
Listen to this.
Okay.
Listen to this.
Okay.
So Mel is trying to flex her trad wife credentials, how she's so traditional, how she's so base. She was cooking Johnny Junkers 2 meals a day. There's only one problem. Mel's an e-girl. She's on the internet. She has to stream with Jeremy Hambly, and she has to make her gaming hot take videos. So Johnny Junkers has to suffer. The meals have to be cut out. Listen to this shit.
I was cooking him 2 meals a day, and then he's like, you can just cook me 1 meal a day, and I'll make stuff for like
Chrissy
oatmeal
was
and
shocked.
all this stuff or whatever else. And then it's like, okay. And then he's like, oh, you know, you've been a lot busier with your content and stuff lately. If you want, I could just get me some factor meals and like meal prep stuff. And I'm like,
so now she doesn't cook any meals a day. Johnny has to prep his own meals. So trad, so based, so wholesome.
Oh my God. Her voice feels like my head's being rattled in a tin cup. Like her voice is actually it's like not even
No, it really is. It really is.
I'm like angry listening, not even to what she's saying, to the tone. Like, oh my God.
are you sure? Is it? So I'm trying to.
Damn.
I'm still trying to figure it out. But one day he's like, I really would like some rice and some, you know, the hot dogs that have the cheese in it.
Are you hearing this?
Wait.
Melonie Mac's gourmet cooking is rice with hot dogs and cheese whiz. These are the meals that she doesn't even have the time to cook her husband, Johnny Junkers. And it's like, did you guys not learn that you shouldn't overshare about your lives yet during this arc? There's no reason to tell us any of this stuff. But like, they actually somehow believe, these women, because of the hoflation, because of all the thirsty simps who tell them that they're walking on the water, that they're beautiful goddesses who can't do any wrong because they regurgitate the political takes that they want to hear, right? These women actually believe that people out there really care about their domestic lives and what they cook and what they're doing with their husbands. I assure you, no one gives a shit.
That'll make the simp stay. Wait. The only simps who stay will be cooks.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me how I cook for my husband.
Grilled hot dogs with cheese on it. And I'm like, just rice and hot dog cheese and that's it? Like no sauce or anything? He's like, no, just that. Like he's from the Philippines and sometimes it's just hot dogs over rice.
So
he's from the Philippines. He doesn't know any better. He just eats hot dogs and rice and fucking cheese whiz concoction. Like, holy,
he's like a brand new foreigner off the boat.
He's like fresh off the boat. He's a fob. Holy poverty alert! Poverty alert!
Bring up some super chats, and I'm noticing a little bit of a theme. So,
are you? And Mel is excited. She's like, "Oh, I'm sure they're all asking about the Bible and how awesome Johnny is. What a Chad he is, right?"
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, address it.
It's just
okay.
While people are, this is okay. So it looks like you addressed the courting drama back in April last month.
No, she didn't address the drama. She made a video where she said she was addressing the drama and then refused to actually address any of the real points of the scandal or the drama and just play the victim that they were being bullied and harassed and dogpiled, et cetera, okay? But Chrissy in her mind is like trying to desperately sweep. Oh, well, you already addressed this last month, guys. It was already addressed. It's all the questions are at an end. It's already blown over. It's way past May 4th. It's time for everybody to stop talking about it. No, it's not. It's time for people to keep the pressure on. never take the boot off these people's necks.
And
Ever.
Ash, here's the thing is, the boot will never get off their neck until Quartering makes a statement and talks about how he got us banned. Literally.
Well, he can't defend it. He can't defend it.
No, I don't care. Admit it. Just admit it. And fucking get felted. Like, you have to admit it. This is never going away for 10 years. For 10 years, bro. I'm here.
How do you feel about it now? Do you feel like it's...
Imagine we got someone fucking... we phoned YouTube and got Quartering removed for making fun of Brie Larson. We'd get raped in hell forever. We'd be like nonstop life.
It's the code. It's the code of the content creators. It's the criminal code. Like, you can't snitch on other creators like this.
Imagine Flash did that. We would rape Flash. We would rape Smash TV did that. The
YouTube terms of service is so opaque, so non-enforced and selectively enforced, and all of these platforms for that matter. Like Twitch is like that, YouTube's like that. We all have to deal with this bullshit. Demonetization for no fucking reason, getting videos flagged down for no fucking reason. Bullshit, right? It's bad enough just dealing with the platform as it is, let alone having guys out there calling their YouTube rep to get people who are making fun of them's channels taken away. Yeah. That's the problem. That's the problem here. And it's not just us. They wouldn't stop at just us. It had to be Yellow Flash as well. It had to be Smash JT. It had to be Rant Man. It had to be all of these creators that Luther Morgan had issues as well. Luther. And it's like, no, it's not just a Camelot. I think has 2 strikes right now.
Yeah, 2.
2 strikes.
Yeah. Yes, 2
he's
strikes,
almost
one
gone.
more and he's gone.
Almost completely gone from the YouTube platform. And then Jeremy says, oh, people are only doing this for money. Camelot's about to lose his entire fucking income if Jeremy cries out of his bum one more time.
And here's the thing, Ash.
Mikey No More had his chant.
Was friends with Quartering, and he still backed us. And he backed Flash.
Copium. There's so many. Yeah. There's so many. I can't even remember all of them off the top of my head.
I wish I had a list. I honestly wish we had
Alyssa Clips. Alyssa Clips had issues as well. Age-restricted videos.
Duty streams.
Duty got a strike.
Fuck, man.
Something that,
again,
other than
if we did that and Flash bashed us, it'd be right for Flash to bash us. If we threatened some guy for making fun of us and then that person's channel removed, I would expect everyone to rape us.
This is the thing, too. This isn't coming from some woke, leftist, feminist,
Anita Sarkeesian or something.
You know what I mean? This isn't Keffels that's doing this or Brianna Wu or what. This is happening from a supposed free speech warrior who made his entire name off the tagline, "My channel is under attack." And now he's putting other people's channels under attack, if not directly like what he did to us, then indirectly through the atmosphere that he has cultivated in the last number of weeks. And we have people out here running damage control, sweeping the broom. You guys are going to get just as pissed as I am as we work our way through this Chrissy Mayr situation. Because at first you think, okay, maybe she really doesn't know. But at a certain point, she gets gleeful in shutting down the discussion, gleeful in sweeping it up. She loves being a janitor. This puts Shannon Gaines to shame.
Oh, yeah, no. By the way, Blimp Hat, thank you for attempting to donate. We appreciate it. It's all good, man. I see you there. It's having an error, but thank you so much. And we'll read all those super chats after, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Let's keep going.
Of course, this stream is coming up a lot for you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like, man, the Quartering, Jeremy has been such an amazing friend to me, and
it doesn't matter if you're an amazing friend. If your amazing friend stabs someone in the park, are you going to defend them?
Exactly, right?
Like, you know,
but he's not your friend. Like, let's cut the shit. He's your employer. He's your boss. He's pretty much your sole source of income since you nuked your entire YouTube channel, nuked your entire fucking Twitter. You're not really making content on your own. You're not really streaming. As you admitted at the start of the stream, thousands of your simps, your paying customers have left because you revealed that you were married. So your only option is Jeremy Hambley. You tied yourself to the SS Hamtanic and it's sinking to the bottom of the sea. And rather than accepting that it's sinking, you're buying into the propaganda the captain told you when you bought your first class ticket, that it's an unsinkable vessel and you'll never have to get to the lifeboats. Sorry, you need to get to the lifeboats. The time to get to the lifeboats was weeks ago. You and Hannah Claire have both decided to go down with the ship. You didn't have to go down with the ship. I've been incredibly merciful and nice to both you and Hannah Claire Brimelow, because I know that this is your sole source of income. I know that this is your livelihood, and I know it's hard to try and do the right thing when you're going to lose everything. But you're going to lose anything regardless. If you left, at least you could try and pick up the pieces and start over again. Now, people are going to hound you about this shit until the end of time. It is a very bad decision that you guys have made. And you're even worse than Hannah, because at least Hannah has the decency to shut her fucking mouth and hide out. You, on the other hand, are out there cheering on what Jeremy does and co-signing it. And then when you go on Chrissy's show, you pretend like you never cheerleaded or co-signed it, even though we have you in public doing so.
I have two statements here. First statement is, Jeremy, you do know you not fixing this, trying to at least, affects everyone that you are in contact with who defends you. You're the reason why Chrissy, Mayr, and Mel and Hannah are being fucking destroyed right now. Second thing, to Ashton's point there, wouldn't it be more financially brilliant to felt Jer? And then we would be happy, the internet would be happy, promote you, and then you would have respect from the internet for felting Jer for being a scumbag who got people deplatformed, and then you move on from there? Do you really think, and by the way, not only would it be financially smart, but don't you see that you're on the Titanic? And guess what? It's already snapped. The lifeboats are gone. Yeah. The lifeboats are gone.
She believes the propaganda about the closing compartment doors, that the ship is unsinkable because Jeremy is such a millionaire and has so many millions of viewers and the 70,000 live viewers. I actually believe that Melonie is so dumb that she really does believe that there's 70,000 live viewers. I think she's very shocked that we haven't just been completely wiped off the internet by the overwhelming Hambly forces. But there are none, because they have no actual fans. But they think that they do.
And also, too, when Ash and I started the show, while the songs were on, Ash and I heard Jeremy started the stream with 400 viewers, and his excuse why it wasn't 10 to 20,000 people was because who was streaming, Ash, on Rumble? He said that someone was streaming on Rumble at that time. Salty Cracker.
Tim Pool and Salty Cracker.
He's like, Salty is streaming right now. That's why we only have 400 people watching.
If you have an actual audience, they will watch you no matter what. We never stream on Thursday, right? We actually have more live viewers today on Thursday, a day when we never stream, than we did yesterday during a scheduled stream. So it didn't matter. Okay, Brittany Venti was streaming an hour ago. It doesn't matter.
Well, she has her viewers.
Yes, she has our viewers, and we have ours. Just like Tim Pool and Salty Cracker have their viewers, and supposedly Hambly would have his viewers. It's no excuse. There's always somebody else that's live. There's always a creator bigger than you that's live. Do you know? It's not an excuse.
Yeah.
You can't, oh my God, the time slot, the precious time. Fuck the time slot. The viewers are going to decide who they want to watch and who they want to support. Fuck it.
Yeah, man.
I have his back, and I'll be his friend forever. That's a real.
You'll be his friend forever.
You could be someone's friend and go, you're being a retard, bro. Fix this shit. Fix it.
It's like you say, you'll be somebody's friend forever. What if he murders somebody? What if it turns out he's a kid diddler or something like that? Are you still going to defend him to the ends of the earth? There's no limits to the friendship. There's no limits to the loyalty. Obviously, what this comes down to.
What if you worship Satan tomorrow?
Well, I mean, the guy obviously does a lot of things that on paper you're supposed to disagree with. He's pro-deplatforming, pro-censorship. He watches cuckold pornography. He's a glutton. And we have video of Melonie Mac going after
woke,
fat people, going after alcoholics. He's an alcoholic. He has addiction issues. He obviously actually does need Jesus, and he needs to repent of a lot of the behavior that's bad for him. He has serious mental health problems, just like the trans people that you like to go after. Jeremy Hambley has regular panic attacks and anxiety attacks that he has to medicate with Xanax on a regular basis, okay? He has a lot of shit wrong with him, okay, that you would go after anybody else for. But the reason why you don't, Mel, is because you're on the payroll. He pays your bills. You will be on the streets homeless without him. She tries to claim, by the way, that she's set for life and she never has to work again. I call bullshit. It's just not true.
Yeah. But the worst part about this whole thing is Jeremy's a hypocrite. All right?
It really is.
That's the worst part.
He's been there for me during.
By the way, 5,000 kicks from Ziggy89. Holy shit. Saying fuck both Jeremy Smollett and Jezebel Mack. They are meant for each other. Fuck yeah. Seeing Dave William with a rage quit saying Phil just read the definition of grifting and is teaching his audience why people who do it are disgusting.
Bless Phil's heart. Phil is such a fucking Looney Tune, man. Like,
It's actually crazy.
I don't know. Like, it's just crazy. It's actually crazy. You know, like, present Phil is now disavowing past Phil and saying that the vests were a grift. And he was grifting back then,
Yes.
but now he's repented of grifting, and it's just
Let's
crazy.
bring it up. Bring it up. Aiden Clock 20
man.
for packing up saying Mel and Anissa have a lot in common. They can't cook, tattooed ethos in rebellion to their faith while preaching it to the others. I'm not sure if you read that one, but thank you everyone for the support.
Yes.
Let's go.
like all kinds of cancellations and
Whoa.
during like all like
Yeah,
that's
Quartering
what-
had her back through all these cancellations, right?
But now
But-
he's canceling people.
Yes, and when he cancels us, then that's okay, right?
real
Yeah.
one. That's a friend for life. Like he's been there for me during like all kinds of cancellations and dog piles, and he's had my back, so I have his
Wait a
back.
second. Did
And-
you know that Mel got this gig with Jeremy when she tried out for LolCow Live?
Listen,
Did you know that?
if you are desperate enough to try out for LolCow Live, you obviously aren't set for life financially, are you?
No way.
I don't think anyone goes to LolCow Live that's set for life. Just to tell you the truth.
And Jer saw her on LolCow and went, "Yep, that's who I want on."
That's the thing is,
And shout outs to Keem. He was backing us up on this whole thing, by the way, too. He's being really cool.
Based.
Thank you. Thanks to
Fuck yeah.
some people are really
Shout out to
upset
Kim.
about it, or some people will be like, "Oh, you have to disavow this, you have to disavow that," and it's like, look, he hasn't disavowed me for
why not?
eating radioactive shrimp.
It's
So
not
I
about
won't.
that. There's a big difference. Like trying to downplay this and be so disingenuous that him deplatforming other people when he's supposedly free speech, him crying out in pain as he strikes you, taking away our editor's livelihood is the same as you eating shrimp. Fuck off. And it's beyond that too, where you've got Adam Sellers, the bull involved, and potential cuck stuff and cuck porn. But it's beyond that too, where he's lying about his coffee business, saying it wasn't drop shipped, when it looks like almost 100% likely that it was drop shipped this entire time. He's not following FDA regulations when it comes to his coffee and labeling it and letting people know what's actually in the coffee, and people might get poisoned by it or have allergic reactions to it and suffer health issues as a result of it. There's a lot going on here, Mel. It's not the same as either you eating shrimp, or as she's about to say in a minute, Jeremy doesn't play video games with puzzles in them. It's such a bad faith way to tackle this. It's crazy that she thinks that this deflection technique will be effective. It's crazy.
How many times, Ash, have we covered someone and we go over like a bunch of like crazy things, and then we throw in like an appetizer, making fun of him playing Crimson Desert, and they always focus on the lowest crime of the list. Always.
Well, they always want to plead guilty to a lesser offense.
Yeah. Oh, they're
so
just
they know
making
there's
fun of
all
the
these
game.
charges, right? And it's like, oh, well, what it actually comes down to is just Jer's a bad gamer. No.
Why did he go live tonight?
I don't know. He's trying to show his power, that he's unbothered or something. Like, I really don't get it. I don't know. He's maybe trying to save the Rumble contract. Like, it's just baffling to me. It really is.
There's no saving face here, bro.
Just about him for playing video games that don't have puzzles. Like, do I think it's insane?
What?
He's playing these.
Did we
Imagine being so bad faith and so disingenuous that you try and present this entire controversy
We lost
as
our channel.
people are upset
We
that
lost our
Jeremy
channel.
won't play games with puzzles in them. Then why is H3, why is Mudahar, why is Geeks and Gamers, why is Brittany Venti, why is Heel versus Baby, why is Nerdrotic talking about it then? They're all piling on. Why Camelot's piling on? All because Jeremy plays video games without
Crimson
puzzles in
Desert,
them.
you know,
Like, he's bad at games. Like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't pass the smell test to anybody. All this relies on 100% is people's ignorance of what's going on, and that they will be perpetually ignorant to it forever. But it's escaped containment. June the King has released a documentary that explains everything. Eventually, through osmosis, through all of the other creators covering this situation and talking about it, pretty much everybody will know the situation, and the saturation of it will become unavoidable. And at that point, you will have lost because you lied and set out a disingenuous narrative from the beginning instead of trying to honestly engage with the criticisms. Instead, it's this weird, like, gatekeeping, like, oh, you know, there's nothing to see here, guys. That's not going to cut it at this point. There's 11,000 people here.
And you know what's fucking bullshit too? The reason we'll never get the channel back. We can only apply for a new channel, by the way, in a year. We have to wait 1 year from when we were banned for me to get my channel back. Or, by the way, and we have to start fresh.
Well, the Worski appeal is still in fucking limbo.
Yes. So I have to wait till they say no.
They still haven't got back to us on that, and we can't actually fight the Kino Casino clip bullshit until the Worski appeal is resolved. So it's actually crazy.
I spoke to someone on the weekend through like their chat, and they said we have to wait for the appeal to go through. It says 2 business days. It's been 1 month. And I know that YouTube knows about the story. They have to, right? And I think they are purposely ignoring it and avoiding it to not show that they were wrong.
The thing is, had it not blown up as much as it did, they may have reversed it. And Quartering, for whatever reason, signaled that he thought it was going to be restored that week. What he knew, thinking that it would be restored, I don't know. But I think there was a decision made, like, listen, we can't admit fault on this.
Yeah.
Because if we do, then the House of Cards might come down. It's
and then
easier
it shows
for them
that their managers are in
that they fuck up, and that there's undue influence from other creators and stuff like that. So they're never going to admit there was a mistake, right?
Yep. And
so maybe 6 months from now, maybe a year from now, it'll be resolved and we'll get it back once all the controversy has died down. But honestly, it blowing up as much as it did may have very well harmed our chances of getting the channel back. But it's not even about that at this point. You know, it's about holding these fuckers accountable and saying, no, this time, fuck you. You're not getting away with this. You have to suffer. Suffer, bitch. All right, we gotta get through it.
Yeah.
Won't play games with puzzles. It's like, no, I only have to play these, like, ADD games, ADHD games.
Fuck
okay,
off.
You know what? I'll still be his friend. I know that really tested our friendship, but I'll still be his friend even if he doesn't play Tomb Raider. So yeah, that's it. And,
what? It's not about
no
Tomb
people on the
Raider.
internet are going to tell me.
Like, Chrissy is looking at the chat. By the way, look at Chrissy. Will you pretend, like, Chrissy, if we have to pretend that she actually doesn't know what's going on and she's ignorant, look at the way she's grimacing and biting her lip right now. She knows that Melonie Mac is lying right to her face. She knows that this answer isn't going to be satisfactory. She's looking at a chat that's constantly like Adam Sellers, the Bull, oranges,
Flagging.
Kino Casino lost their channel, Camelot's been flagged, Yellow Flash has been flagged, Jeremy ducked a debate with Yellow Flash, he talked all this fucking shit. She knows right well that it's not about that, but she has to pretend to sweep for Mel and Jer that it is about that. It's obviously not.
Yep. Room
And
temperature.
by the way,
Right.
I'll just say one last final point and then I'll let you go.
Yep.
Melonie Mack is supposedly this Christian woman, this righteous truth teller woman who would never tell a lie because she loves Christ. This is obviously a lie. Melonie obviously knows what this is about. It's not about Tomb Raider. It's a clear lie. So shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah. By room temperature shrimp for packing up saying, I've never donated to anyone before. The Kino Casino clips was how I got through my day at work. Take my money, fuck the ham planet. Again,
Well, it just
run
pisses
Rumble
me
now.
off.
Run Rumble
Like-
now too, by the way. And sub to the locals to help support the editor who's keeping on posting there all the time. And then people don't download his video and put it on YouTube. So if you want to support for watching the replay, KinoCasinoClips.locals.com, $10 a month. It helps support us and we do extra shows there too. Okay.
Me who I can or can't
Thanks,
be
guys.
friends
Thank
with,
you.
or what I
Thank
have to say or don't have to say on social media, like that's none of their business. So
And guess what? Like
What do you mean?
you can be friends with
What do you
someone
mean it's
and
none
not
of our
agree with
business?
everything they do,
Oh,
not support everything
see,
they
now
do.
Chrissy has a good point there and it's giving Mel an out where she's like, well, you can be friends with somebody and not agree with everything they do, right?
That's the out. That's the out.
That's the out. You know what? I disagree with his actions. Like at bare minimum, what you have to say in this situation optically is he never should have made those threats in Josh Moon's DMs. That was wrong. And it made it look like he flagged it down, but he didn't actually take action. But even Jeremy admitted in his non-apology on Twitter that was the case. And then he deleted that and pretended like he never admitted that it was fucking wrong. But Mel won't even go that far. She thinks that it's all okay. She sees nothing. She knows nothing. It's actually about Tomb Raider, guys. Fuck off.
Do not like
people are gonna hate you. People hated Jesus and he was perfect. So it's just like
Are we seriously
off.
comparing you and Jeremy Hambly to Jesus Christ, the Son of God?
Did
you
Jesus
not
get
know-
people banned off of YouTube?
Well, they're actually going to say that Jesus would support deplatforming in a second.
Shut the
I'm not kidding. When one of the super chats comes in, they're like, well, Jesus would support people losing their channel. Like, it's just like, are you guys for real? Like, do you not realize how blasphemous it is to compare your situation to Christ as though you're sinless, as though you're actually living this righteous, and it's just that people hate you because you're so righteous and you're such a good example, and they're all demons and agents of Satan and the woke left. Like, give it a break. Give it a rest.
people hated Jesus too. So therefore, that's what Jeremy. Are you kidding me?
This stuff bothers me, man. Like it actually really bothers me when people cloak themselves in Christ like this one day, and then the next day there's a porn star on that does tranny scenes. Fuck off with you.
Oh my God.
yeah.
and
on that
you know
now.
what? Like nobody knows your private conversations with Jeremy.
Right.
Like for all anybody
Oh,
knows, you
leak
could be
'em.
privately telling him, I
She's-
don't agree with this or that.
See, wait.
But
That's the second out. The second out is so you probably DM'd him that you didn't agree
Yeah.
with the flagging.
Yeah.
No.
no.
Like Chrissy's trying her best. She's like, so.
She's trying so hard to sweep it all and give her outs. It's crazy.
But when you're in this situation where it's very public, you have to tell people you disagree
Yes.
with
Well,
a
I'm
public
sorry.
image.
When you're a public figure that's reliant on the public for your income and your continued success,
Yeah.
you actually have to answer to the public. You do. You can't just pretend that things that are happening publicly that are massive scandals being covered by millions of views on the internet are not happening. You can't do that. And it just turns people against you, even people that might have been sympathetic or people that might be neutral in the situation. When they see how bad faith and disingenuous you're being, when you're supposed to be the Christian moral arbiter, they go, fuck this person. They're lying to me.
Yep.
Fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this or that. And you can still, and that's the thing, not everybody is entitled to all of everyone's private.
Yes, we are. When it's about us losing money, us being attacked and deplatformed, we are.
I just feel like we're entitled to some answers, like some actual address of what's actually going on.
Hang on, but okay, yeah, you could not tell us, but we also have the right to fucking
criticize and
call
say
you out,
fuck you
and
make our voices heard.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Well, I have a right to not say, okay, well, then we have a right to mock the shit out of you. Fuck you.
Yeah, endlessly, right?
The conversations and private feelings, like it's okay to not share everything publicly. It's okay.
That's one thing I definitely don't
at a
like
certain
to do.
point, right? Oh, Mel's like, she doesn't like to share that stuff publicly. But wait a minute. When you were in DMs with Stuttering Craig, when you were having private conversations with Stuttering Craig, you gave your DMs to Jeremy Hambley to leak them. And Jeremy Hambley tried to blackmail Stuttering Craig with those DMs. So you're a fucking two-faced snake. You're a liar. And when Melonie later on will say that she doesn't know what the oranges mean, in the DMs with Stuttering Craig, he brought up straight to her face the stolen shorts. She knows right well what it means, but she'll pretend otherwise. She's a liar. She's not a Christian.
It's okay.
That's one thing I definitely don't like to do, is share anything with friendships and all that kind of stuff publicly. Like, especially during, like, if it comes to any falling out with a friend or any what
about the Stuttering Craig stuff?
Yeah.
What? Are you kidding me? But she thinks that no one will ever push back on any of this. No, I'm sorry. Those days are over. You're under the microscope.
Talk to this friend or that friend about disagreeing about this or that.
Someone with a hot take here saying, Mel sounds like she's full of shit. You don't say.
In those DMs with Stuttering Craig, did you hear what she said? Back it up 5 seconds.
I was reading the
chat. Back it up 5 seconds.
Yeah. Here we go.
Like, especially during, like, if it comes to any falling out with a friend or any, like, talk to this friend or that friend about disagreeing about this or that or the other, though, I'm not gonna air that out on the internet.
About when you went to Stuttering Craig in the DMs and you went apeshit about the fact that he brought Smash JT onto his show to dogpile you? So it's a direct contradiction of your narrative here, Melonie Mac, where in those DMs with Stuttering Craig, you scolded him and said it was wrong of him to bring on Smash JT to dogpile you about Goonergate, which it wasn't a dogpile. He just disagreed with you and voiced his disagreement. But you viewed that as a slight, that Stuttering Craig would platform somebody who disagreed with you. That is cancel culture tactics. That is woke leftist tactics 101. You cancel people that platform the people that you don't like. It's bullshit, Melonie. Fuck you.
By the way, it's not like she was mad at Smash JT for deplatforming her or flagging. She was mad because he was against Goonergate.
Yeah.
It was like the most simple, like, disagreement that you could ever have with someone. And by the way, if you say something as intense as an opinion like Goonergate, what it was, you're going to have pushback. It's just like when we say something edgy, we know there will be pushback by a certain group of people, and you accept it. You go, I know.
In order to win the argument, you have to address the pushback and defeat it rhetorically.
Yeah.
You can't just cower in a hug box and go, I'm being dogpiled and harassed. You're the one that's shoveling shit over the fence. And then when shit comes back, I'm being bullied. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Bully me away from being his friend. That's what it and
no one said that. No one told you to bully him or not be his friend. No one's
saying that you can't be friends with him.
We're saying speak the truth.
You should just make a statement saying that you disagree with it if you disagree with it, or come out and say you fully agree with all of his actions. Well, she basically did, right? But then she's upset that she gets pushback on that. I'm sorry. You have a right to be friends with him. You have a right to defend him, but you don't have a right to not be criticized. You don't have a right to not be mocked. You're a public figure in the public square that's trying to convince hearts and minds to live the way that you say. So you can't hide.
Ash, you won't believe this. Maybe you will. Let's look at the top trending worldwide.
Huh.
We're just trending every day worldwide now.
Wow.
We're just always the top of X every day. That's Melody back.
But it is. Somebody in chat brought this up. What this is an admission. It really is that if she pushes back against her boss at all, she's fired. She's gone. She can't speak out against it. She has to be in lockstep agreement with him at all times.
That's I'm not gonna concede to that. Like, nobody can tell me who I can or can't be friends with.
No one's saying that.
I would rather focus on other things than get caught up in this drama and these made up stuff and that made up stuff. And like,
what made up stuff? No, but explain what's made up. Like, what's the lie? What's made up? What's true? What's not? But they won't do that because it's pretty much all true. Like, so far as I know, it's all true. The stuff about, like, okay, is Adam Sellers genuinely fucking Jer's wife? We don't know that 100%.
Well,
but if any other public figure, if Hassan Piker suddenly had a bull over at his house that was active on Reddit and all of the bull communities and was palling around with him and his wife for 10 years, you don't think Jeremy Hambly would be the first one to say that Hassan Piker is a cuck and that guy's fucking Hassan's wife? Give me a break.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the great and powerful Jeremy Hambly, and nobody's allowed to speculate or make jokes or anything like that. Outside of that, pretty much I'm pretty sure every single thing we've covered has come directly from Jeremy's mouth on a show. Like, it's just the truth.
Well, like, yeah, again, yeah, there's speculation and all that.
And that's
stuff,
like,
but
that's me being completely in good faith about the whole thing.
But we say what we think is speculation. Sure, we make some jokes and like whatever, but the truth is we were flagged and banned. Well, we were just removed off YouTube, and people are being flagged, and that's the crux of the hardest thing.
The controversy.
That's that's the main. And then it's the Adam and the bull.
And then you know, there's all the, but then that goes to the motivation. And it goes to the motivation of why this happened.
Yes,
and
exactly.
It makes sense because he couldn't handle that he was being made fun of on the internet for things that everybody else would be made fun of. If Hassan Piker told a story about how he pooed his pants in Walmart, every single right-wing commentator would make fun of him, and rightfully so. But when Jeremy Hambly tells a story of pooping his pants in Walmart, we're all supposed to pretend that the emperor is wearing the most fabulous non-poop stained clothes, and we're just not going to do that in the same way that we're not going to pretend that men can become women, because you don't deserve to live in a special hug box where you can escape from reality. There are things that are true and there are things that are false.
Ash, it's 13 seconds. You have to watch this. It's 13. You have to watch this.
To be honest, isn't it funny that normally there wouldn't have been a stream tonight, and now all of a sudden, because I announced I'm doing a special stream tonight, there's a stream tonight. Is it
about us?
Phil, come on.
We're taking views away from him.
You're not actually the center of the universe, Phil. And Phil, come on, man. I could blow you out of the water right now on stuff, Phil, and I'm not going to do it. But come on, Phil. Like, get a fucking grip. It's not always about you, man. I know you think it's always about you, but right now it's not about you. And you desperately want to jump on our coattails and on this controversy in order to bring notoriety and money to yourself. It's not about you. You have nothing to do with this. Fuck off.
Tomorrow, I am incredibly busy. Ashton knows this. I swear we'd rather have our stream tomorrow so we could rest today. Because we were tired as fuck. We were super tired.
I don't know what to say. Like, Phil, like, figure it out, bro.
I'm exhausted. I have leadership camp tomorrow, Ash. That's my thing. I got leadership camp tomorrow, guys.
Like, a lot of this started even several months ago, or several months to a year ago, where people were just making these outrageous claims that, like, oh, Jeremy makes Melonie Mac uncomfortable, and then at AmFest,
come on, Melonie,
like,
we all saw it. Melonie, we all saw it with our own eyes. We saw you mouth help to Hannah Claire. It is not acceptable for a married man to take a woman that was getting engaged that weekend out alone to the bar to drink. Like, it's just not. Like, it's just not how conservative politics is supposed to operate. Like, it's not following the Mike Pence rule. But even if it was above board, it wasn't. It wasn't. We could see your reaction. You didn't want to do it. And then when Hannah Claire volunteered to go, we saw Jeremy's reaction, and that was the most telling of all. He was so upset that Hannah Claire would be there because then he couldn't perv on you and creep on you. And we know that you didn't want to be there because he was going to be drunk and he was going to make weird comments and be creepy. And that's okay. And I know why you're lying now. You're lying to save your job, because just the same way that the women that were abused by Harvey Weinstein on the casting couch didn't speak out against it because they wanted to keep their position of fame and money. And it's okay. I mean, it's not, but I understand why you're doing it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Mouthing to Hannah Claire, help me, because he asked her to watch a football game with him in the lobby in a public place with the other people. And
well,
it was
nobody
like,
said he
so
was going to rape you in the middle of a fucking bar. We pointed out that he was a creepy simp because he obviously was a creepy fucking simp. And you were uncomfortable with it because you were obviously uncomfortable with it, judging by your body language and you mouthing help to Hannah Claire Brimelow. And every single person who actually watches the clip comes to the exact same conclusion, Mel.
Yep. Exactly,
so,
dude.
And this is the thing. You have a motivation to lie because you're getting paid, okay? Now, if years later, after you didn't get paid, you're still saying this, maybe I will believe you. But I think she'll be singing a different tune in a few years or even in a few months. When Jer's really up the creek without a fucking paddle, she'll be one of the first people to probably put the knife in his back and say the truth then in order to save herself and her grift. 100%.
Create this crazy narrative back then and completely ignoring the fact that, like, we were on stream before we even went to Amfest, and he mentioned watching the football game. I said, "Oh, I want to watch it too. Like, I'll watch it with you. Let's find a place and get like some friends, and we'll watch it because I love football."
No.
He had to rearrange dinner plans. Do you remember that?
That's a retcon. It was going to be them alone watching football, and then Hannah Claire invited herself to save Melonie Mac because Melonie gave her the look and said, "Help me." And then Jer was upset at that. He's, "Oh, well, I'm going to have to change my plan." And you could tell that his creepy simp plan to get Melonie drunk with booze and see where the night went was over. And he was pissed. It was obvious for anyone to see.
Ignored that I brought it up first. And because, like, okay, we're at Amfest, we have a booth, there's big crowds there, and we just started the stream. So
at this point, this story doesn't even matter.
No.
At this point,
it's way beyond that. But she's lying about that in order to say, "Oh, well, they lied about this,
and then
so we
therefore
can't." So therefore, everything said about Jeremy Hambley isn't true, even when there's video evidence, text message evidence, mountains of evidence towards all of this. I mean, like, it's things that he actually did on his live stream or said in videos. But we can't look at that now because you're disputing a narrative because you obviously have a bias to say that it didn't happen for money. Like, fuck off with you.
Yeah.
If I look, any type of nervousness was just from being at the first time at Amfest. Had nothing to do with Jeremy. Like, Jeremy, I've been friends with him for years and years. So it's just like, okay, like, that's my bro. Like, if anything, like, I was more comfortable being able to do the event with him there. So it started out with a lot of stuff like that, just making up a bunch of crazy stuff. So I don't even know everything that they've said about him, and I don't care, because what I do know, what people have said about him regarding me, is lies. So why am I going to look into anything else that when they've already got a track record?
Why would you look into anything else? So she just openly covers up her eyes and doesn't look at anything else.
She knows.
Because she goes, "Oh, well, this thing wasn't true, guys. So all of the other things that there's 100% evidence of and isn't up to interpretation really at all, don't believe that, guys. And I won't look into it. None of you should look into it either." No. How about fuck you? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Record of lying.
And by the way, she knows. She knows everything.
Yes.
She knows everything. She watched the June doc. I bet you.
But you can tell, like, she's almost on the verge of tears.
Yeah,
like,
no, I swear, she is crying.
Yeah.
Like barely, like right there, right there.
What do you like now that some time has passed? What would you say is the biggest like misconception or the
Here it is.
biggest
Yeah.
So
okay.
Chrissy asked, what's the biggest
lie
lie?
that's out there that you think a lot of people believe?
Well, like I said, I haven't looked into it.
What about the flagging?
Yeah.
Like most
she
of
doesn't
it.
know. She doesn't know even what the lies are to say that they're lies. What's the biggest lie? Well, I haven't actually looked into it. How can you say that they're lies then? How can you say that they're lies then when you can't even point to the specific biggest lie in the narrative? Like, it's
Ooh.
insane.
That's a rapening, bro.
But what I do know is just the stuff involving me saying that like he makes me uncomfortable and like I'm only on his show because like I need the money and all this stuff.
Which is true.
It's obviously
is
true.
not the
It's
case
obviously true.
whatsoever. So it's just like yeah,
A lot of these super chats are a lot of them are saying the same thing.
yeah. I figured that
I
was
wonder
I actually
why.
don't.
They're all
Is
saying
it-
the same
I don't
thing. It
understand
must
the
all be
inside
lies
joke.
then.
Yeah.
Inside joke about oranges. I actually have no idea. What
yeah,
that
I don't
means.
know what it means either. But
What
like
do you
I
Mel, come on. Mel, saying you don't know what the oranges are? Come on. There's just the DMs with Stuttering Craig alone destroy this, where Craig explains to her that Jeremy is stealing shorts and that it's wrong. You know about it. Craig told you directly about it. And there's just no excuse. And obviously by osmosis of being there in chat all these times when the oranges are flying and everybody's making fun of Jer for it, and all these content creators in your exact same anti-woke space are posting the orange meme on Twitter and in their YouTube chats and stuff like that, you know what it means. And I don't believe that Chrissy doesn't know what it means either, okay? I think this is all disingenuous, bad faith sweeping. It's obvious.
Yeah.
do have to give, and I think that's what Dragon Dan was doing too, was like giving you props for just like braving through this, because just having me on your show right now, you're gonna get flooded with these comments. So,
Well,
So wait a minute.
just
So you
created
say that, right? Why didn't you give Chrissy a heads up, right? Why?
Yeah.
What? But this is the thing. Like, if you genuinely knew that going in, you know, why didn't you warn Chrissy that this would happen? I think they both just thought that they had total control of the narrative and they could shut this stuff down, or it wouldn't even happen. That it would have all blown over because Jeremy said it's all blown over at this point. Like, I think that's the level of arrogance that we're dealing with here.
these narratives, and they're rolling with it, and they
So
want.
just go back 5
I mean, it's
seconds.
just-
She's about to cry.
So
Well,
right
she
now,
is.
you're gonna get flooded with these comments. So
Oh!
comments.
Well, because that's her realizing that she's radioactive now, that she's toxic. She's not going to be on Friday Night Tights in the future.
No.
She's not going to be on these panel shows in the future because she decided that everybody wasn't worth what Jeremy is worth. She decided to burn bridges with everybody else in the community just to take the dirty poo-stained money from cuckold Jer. So, fuck you. You suffer, bish.
You know what? Someone just DM or messaged me that we should just say that we are streaming over DSP to Feltham, just so he crashes out for content.
He's gonna crash out anyway.
Here's
But
your
you
clip.
know what?
We are
Phil,
streaming over
of
Phil.
course we are streaming over
Why
you, Phil,
wouldn't
to
we?
cuck you. You don't deserve to have views, Phil. You don't deserve to have money, Phil. Nobody gives a single fuck what your take about
someone
quartering
clip
is,
this,
buddy.
Send it to him. Clip this, send it
Suffer,
to him.
Phil.
We did this
Suffer,
because you
bitch.
can't watch the quartering doc on our.
You're not allowed to watch the quartering documentary unless you ask my permission, Phil.
And scene.
Okay, there you go, Phil.
oh. They've just created these narratives, and they're rolling with it, and they want. But I mean, it's just like these leftist cancel campaigns. They want absolute control.
You hear
Fuck you.
this? It's a leftist cancel campaign. Are you fucking kidding me? And Chrissy will echo this sentiment later. during the super chats that it's only leftists and woke people that are upset at Melonie and Jer. And it must be that they're just such righteous Christians that they're getting attacked.
How many times do we have to say the N-word for people to believe that we're not? Look,
I don't know.
That's actually crazy, dude. Look.
And so then they want to, they want me to disavow Jeremy and not be his friend anymore. And
well, no,
so they're gonna,
you know what? You can avow Jeremy and you can be his friend. But when you're friends with a person like that, there's going to be consequences of that. Right? When you support that person, when you enable them, when you give them aid, when you give them support, then people are going to criticize you and make fun of you. And that's all that's happening. It's just been words, okay? It's really not that serious. And you tell leftists they have to be okay with you calling gay people fags, but if somebody calls you a whore or a grifter or a liar or a paid fucking shill, then that's wrong and it's bullying? Fuck off.
Dogpiling and keep bullying and
the dogpiling, the bullying.
And so that's why just me being on here, they might dogpile you and bully you a little bit.
Okay, she's gonna cry. This is like we're on cry watch.
Yeah, I don't know.
Won't somebody call the ambulance? Poor little victim, Melonie Mac. She didn't go out there and antagonize people for years and was a total demagogue stirring up shit in the culture war for years. No, she's a poor little innocent woman. She didn't just make a video, by the way, calling the entire content creator space snakes and basically saying that Craig is a snake and Yellow Flash is a snake and all this stuff. But so cowardly that she wouldn't even name names because she was afraid of blowback. The blowback was coming anyway. And then she makes a tone-deaf video about how everybody's getting demonetized on YouTube. Meanwhile, a lot of people blame her boss for this phenomenon. It's one of the most tone-deaf videos you could ever imagine, okay? She wonders why she's getting heat.
I always found it funny where she's like, these people are snakes. Why don't you like warn people who the snakes are? It's like when Jer's like, people are DMing me and it's like I've exposed these conservative grifters, but you won't say who exactly is stealing money.
So wait, so then how can any of us know who to be worried about?
Exactly.
You know, so other people are going to get snaked then because you're not going to name the snakes because you're scared that you're going to get pushed back, right? Like it's really crazy. But I'll just go back to again before we unpause the idea that Little Miss F Slur is worried about bullying now is crazy.
Yo, you're right. That's actually crazy. To fucking, like, you bully gay people, which go ahead. I don't give a fuck what you do, honestly. But then people are saying, what are the oranges for? And you're melting down and defending deplatforming? Go fuck yourself, dude.
Hopefully not, because, like, you're not... Yeah, I don't want to get you involved in all this craziness, because I've just been ignoring it. But yeah, they are, for some reason... People are just like, they're just in dogpile mode right now, and they are
for no reason, for no reason whatsoever. You can't possibly think of why, right? Come on, how bad faith! What an awful lie! What are we doing here?
You know what's so funny? If Jer hadn't had us removed off of YouTube, the Adam Sellers thing would have been moved on. We'd be on the next chapter. No one will be dogpiling. No one would be like spamming their chat. It's the main reason is the flagging.
It may have been that we started focusing more on other people. Like, I don't know. Like, nothing really else actually came out about Adam Sellers other than Jer saying he invited him over for darts or whatever.
Yeah.
So that narrative probably would have ran out of steam after a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Tops.
We'd be on like making fun of his card openings again.
You know what I mean? The card openings, or he talked about his poo to Hannah Claire. Like,
he mispronounced the word.
He made the situation so bad. But he goes to Josh Moon like a mafia don. So I have a right to take their channels. I have a right to take all that they have and leave them with nothing. You agree, Josh, right? let them know, unless they take down the videos about me, I'll take their YouTube, and then I'll take their Kick, and then I'll take everything they have. It didn't have to be this way. Really? Like,
And
no
he's
one
like,
else acts like that.
I know
I
this
don't-
will
I
be
can't-
leaked. It's like, imagine knowing it will be leaked and admitting to like trying to remove people off of YouTube. It's crazy.
The thing
Yankee, I
is,
wish
when
I
he did this, he made the bull stuff look true. Like, even I was like, oh, maybe it's a bit of a stretch. It's funny to say this, right?
Yeah.
Like, to speculate that this is the case. But then the moment that we say that stuff, then our channel goes and we're being threatened and black. It's like, so there is something to this, right? Because everything else you didn't have a problem with. Or, I mean, you cried about it, but you didn't go to this extent. It makes it seem like it's actually true. Like, it's such a bad idea.
Orange is a cool
Yeah.
color. That's what it's
Oh,
about.
it's that orange is a
Smoked
cool
Mike Dyer
color.
orange. It is already kind of orange.
I've
actually.
had orange hair before. It was fun. It was a
Help, help,
vibe.
help.
Maybe I'll do that again one day.
Oh my
Or
God,
just-
help.
I don't know. I wish I could tell you, Dan.
And I think too, with just being online and having backlash all the time, I think that might do something to our psyche, because like anytime I go out, even like at church, and I'm meeting people at
Listen to
church and
this.
friends, and it's like, oh, okay. And then I'm thinking, oh, would she hate me if she saw my social media? Would she like, and I
That's
just
a
keep,
guilty conscience, isn't it? So Melonie Mac knows that the content that she makes is wrong and is worried that other people won't like her because of what she does, right? That's not a guilty conscience at all. If you really believe that you were righteous, right? Wouldn't you live to contest your views in the
Mhm.
public sphere and say, actually, no, fuck you. What I'm doing is righteous. I'm spreading the word of God. Have you not heard the good news of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, that whosoever believes in him shall be saved? You know, no, that's not it. You know, she's got a guilty conscience about what she does because she knows what she does is wrong. I think it's a very telling statement.
I show people our clips in public. I showed our waiter at the keg last week a clip of us making fun of Jeremy.
these thoughts keep
I'm that proud of our show.
going through my head because
I show everyone the lazy shells video.
so used to getting so much hate online that I just assumed that, oh, well, if they actually get to know me, they're going to hate me.
Farmer John Brown.
Did you hear that?
Thank you, Farmer John Brown.
Did you
Shout out
hear
to
that?
Mel. Stand with
She
you.
said that once people get to know her, they will hate her. That's what she believes.
Well, it is true.
It makes sense.
It
It makes sense.
It is true.
Stand with you, girl. I don't care if Johnny is into dudes. It's clear you got a type, girl. And I
Oh,
Oh
support it. Stand proud. I stand
no!
with the LGBT. Sorry, but
Bunch of
people.
people memeing. That's what it always is. It's just like, okay, if that's the thing to do if you want to hate on a woman, is tell her. And
What?
well, they either
I
hate on-
honestly have never heard this except with Melonie Mac. But apparently every woman online has to deal with the criticism that their husband is gay. No, I think it's because Johnny acts in a pretty gay and effeminate way, and he's a professional cosplayer, and he said a lot of suspect things on Twitter is why people might think that he's gay. And it's also funny to say that he's fucking gay. But he does it, oh my God, oh, my religion is under attack. Oh.
Because if they were hating on me when I was single for a long time, and then now that I'm married, it's just, oh, your husband's gay, your husband's gay. Or they'll just be like, oh, your ex-husband left you for a man, which didn't happen.
Listen to this.
To my knowledge, my ex-husband.
What do you mean to your knowledge? What do
Okay,
you mean? What do you mean? She says my husband didn't leave me for a man. To my knowledge, that's a very lawyerly way of putting it. That's a very weaselly way of putting it. It makes it sound like your husband did leave you for a man. Now, I don't think he actually did, to be honest. That was a rumor for a long time. But the way that she phrased that made me think, is it true? Did your husband leave you for a man? Because it's a villain origin story that's very compelling. It makes a lot of sense as to how she ended up the way that she did, hating gay people as much as she does, where it's just like a constant fixation and obsession. And it's like, there's a lot of sin out there to call out in the world. You know what I mean? Like your boss being an alcoholic, pill popping, compulsive lying, scamming piece of shit. And his gluttony. Like there's a lot of sins out there. We're all sinners. what's up with the obsession with gay people? It makes sense if her husband did leave her for a man and she was salty about it and seething about it for the last half decade. It would make sense. I don't actually think that happened, but why would you say that? To my knowledge,
to my knowledge, he's not sucking dick right now.
Think what it is she's just so petty that she does want people to think that her ex-husband is gay, even if it's to her own detriment.
Oh, shit. It's
a very like she had to like dunk on the ex-husband. It's like it's been years, you know, and you're not you're newly married. Like she's that petty as such a grievance. Like,
buddy, we read the tweets for her new husband. If you weren't watching that episode of ours, her new husband's talking about like men like looking hot and like their dicks looking nice, and it's like we're like reading them like, what the fuck?
Let's run through.
And he was like, he was jealous of his like friend who's the girl's boyfriend. Remember? He was like, remember? He was like, oh, that guy's like, oh, hot. Like, what?
Gonna run through these. And if they're horrible, we'll just ignore them. Dan Halen, Melonie.
What do you mean if they're horrible, we'll just ignore them? So that's how much Chrissy Mayr respects your donations, is apparently if they're mean to Melonie, we're going to sweep it up and ignore it and not read it on the air. Like, what a strange thing to say. What a strange thing to say. These super chats are brutal though. Look at Mel. She already knows like the public flogging is about to begin. But don't worry, Mel, because Chrissy Mayr has her trusty golden broomstick to guide you through all of this so you don't have to answer it for anything. Watch, this it gets crazy.
By the way, I like this chat here. Melonie, I'm going to keep it real with you, Chief. They're bodying you in the chat and you absolutely deserve it.
Absolutely.
You absolutely deserve it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I haven't even been reading it, so that's fine.
What a cope.
Hi, Chrissy. What are the oranges for? I still don't know. Also, would you date a guy who does furry cosplay, or is that weird and gay? I wouldn't date
Johnny Junkers does furry cosplay. It's weird. It's gay. But Chrissy is gonna sweep it up. Clean it up, Jan. Clean up on aisle 8. Chrissy Mayr to aisle 8. Clean it up. We got Canadian Coxito for 5 subs. And insert fake name here. It says, I believe Jer set this in motion, not over the bull, but over turning over his finances. It could very well be. The real question is, if he is so rich and so powerful and so successful, why wouldn't he just show it and prove to the world? The reason he won't is because then that goes against his crying poor narrative. And then he can't say next month when he's a fundraiser for magic cards or his next luxurious Rolex watch or whatever, right? That I'm under attack and my employees are going to have to be fired. That's why he won't show us the truth about his finances, because either way it hurts him. Either he actually is in debt and broke and has been lying about his wealth, or he actually is supremely wealthy and worth tens of millions of dollars and it was all true. And then he was lying when he was begging poor and firing staff and threatening jobs. That's why he won't do it.
I think he's got $300K left. That's my theory. I believe he has $300,000 left.
I think he's paycheck to paycheck, if you want to know the truth about it. I don't think he has any liquidity at all. Like, he went into that home equity line of credit.
Oh,
like,
yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
if he had 6 figures in liquid cash, he would just have used the cash rather than sign up at that high interest rate and put his home on the line. Here we go. Kino Tech USA. He's here.
I wouldn't date anyone because I'm married, but thank you.
What a cope. Do you see how disingenuous? No, but did you see how disingenuous that sweep was? So she didn't want to condemn being a gay furry cosplayer. So she goes, well, I wouldn't date anyone because I'm married. Well, that's not really the question. It's not really the question, is it, Chrissy? Get on your knees. Clean it up, Jan.
Yep.
Preaches the words of Christ whilst supporting a perpetually drunk sex best flagger like Jeremy. Is it beyond hypocritical? Has she no shame? And
you'll also notice
I don't know
that whenever the cope sip. Oh no, you can see the pain in her eyes. Oh, she's suffering.
I don't know. Yes! I don't know if I would categorize him that way. So this is,
by the way, I just want to point out, whenever, there was a lot of sweeping there to unpack, but you'll notice whenever it's a negative super chat, Chrissy lowers her voice, starts mispronouncing words, tripping over her words, like tries to be non-audible as she reads it, or just stops reading it midway through. Like, but when it's a positive super chat, she gets really loud and excited to read it out. It's just interesting how that is, right? But what did she say here? She doesn't think Jeremy is like that, and it's a loaded question. Like, how about let Mel answer the fucking questions, Chrissy? The question was addressed to Mel, but you answered it for her because you know that Mel isn't intellectually equipped to stand on her own 2 feet and actually answer any questions. So you have to come in with your broomstick.
Yeah, maybe believing a bunch of random rumors on the internet isn't.
How
rumors.
is flagging a rumor? How is flagging a rumor?
The DMs to Josh Moon are true.
But
Jeremy
how
doesn't
about
even contest
his history, his Gmail. Thank you for reporting. Remember that? Was that fake? Did we hallucinate that? By the way, the reason Jared didn't go on Flashcast on last Friday, was because Flash goes, if you come here, you bring that fucking email. You bring that email, and he couldn't bring the email.
Yeah, because it would prove that he did report people.
Yeah, even if it wasn't us.
It's an email from YouTube in his search history that says thanks for the report
with his email MTQ or MT whatever.
It existed just a week ago, but now magically it doesn't exist. Come on. And Yellow Flash got together all of the receipts, had all of the clips, and was going to play them to Jeremy, and he was going to have to address them. So he could no longer play ignorant or stupid, so he ran. And he's refusing to address any of this. So when you go out of your hug box, Mel, onto somebody else's show where we might actually be able to get some answers or accountability, don't be surprised when you face tough questions. I don't know what to say.
Yep.
That's what they want to do. This is what the dog piling cancel pigs do. They want
the dog piling cancel pigs.
You dumb bitch.
When this guy not only took our YouTube channel, but said he would take our entire livelihoods away and leave us with nothing. Is that not the definition of a cancel pig? And then just coincidentally, all of his critics are getting videos struck down, getting demonetized. Fuck off.
Cancel pigs.
And Chrissy Mayr doesn't question it at all. Chrissy Mayr's absolutely, they're cancel pigs. You're so right, Mel.
Cancel pigs? We're not the ones fucking flagging you, you stupid bitch.
To destroy people. So
like your boss.
Not gonna work here.
Blankman, how is LGBT husband? Big up people in this chat. Is Christian Bull free chat? I don't know.
Christian, I don't know what that means. Sure, Chrissy, sure.
JCD, does Jesus Christ support deplatforming?
Chrissy will jump in. The question is addressed to Melonie. But Chrissy has to come in and be like, no, let me sweep this up for you, Mel. Go ahead, Chrissy, tell us about how Jesus is in favor of deplatforming.
At this point, you may as well just not read the super chats and end your show.
But have either of these people have heard, like in all seriousness, by the way, have they ever heard the phrase, speak where the scriptures speak and be silent where they're silent? Like, Jesus didn't talk about YouTube and who should be banned and not banned from YouTube. So you probably shouldn't say that Jesus is in favor of deplatforming since he never said that. But yeah, go ahead and put words in the mouth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. The book of Revelation says what will happen to people who add or take away from the book. Their name will be taken away from the book of life, Chrissy Mayr. Fuck you.
I guess Jesus Christ would support deplatforming people who did not.
Stop. No way. No way. No way. No way. No way. No way.
You know, it's the common thing. WWJD, what would Jesus do? And Chrissy and Mel are telling us that Jesus would deplatform everybody who doesn't follow the Bible 100%. Like, what are we talking about here? In all seriousness,
yeah, because Jer's the Bible. Yeah.
But how dare you speak?
How
dare you speak for Jesus Christ? Well, they're choosing Jeremy Hambley over Jesus. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And on the day of judgment, when you're called before the bar on high and Jesus plays this to you, you will tremble on your knees apologizing to Christ for lying on the name of your Lord that died for your sins on the cross at Calvary. Fuck you.
Adhere to the Bible. You know,
People
I don't know.
who sacrifice children. Yeah, I'm sure he would deplatform people who.
What?
Is he that?
So now Mel is accusing us in Yellow Flash and Camelot of sacrificing children? What the fuck? Do you dumb bitches actually believe this shit?
Oh my
Like,
God.
but then they all talk about, oh, everybody's lying about us. They're lying about us. This shit pissed me off to the next fucking level, because even though I don't really live that Christian lifestyle anymore, I still have a lot of respect for the scriptures and the way that I was raised. And I have fear of a living and wrathful God. And I wouldn't talk like that about him.
Bro,
That's crazy.
This is crazy.
sacrifice children to Moloch or something.
Moloch? Didn't you work with Styx Hexenhammer? Who's like had a demon, an owl demon god who did blood rituals, and you were defending him and
you
said pray
for him?
And you said pray for him. So she go pray for Styx, the devil worshipping fucking drunk, but when we criticized him, we were pieces of shit. Okay, fuck you.
Halen Gack doesn't claim the scripting.
Oh God!
By the way, it's not even like it's he said shit. We are so right. That it's unbelievable. We have too much righteousness right now.
It's against cancel culture. Well, a lot of people there love me, so.
It's like when you win too hard, you know?
Yeah. I'm not familiar with Jack. Leanna Thunder is Mel under a non-disparagement deal with Jeremy.
Yep.
I've not signed
allegedly
any contracts whatsoever with.
I don't believe her. There has to be some sort of an employment contract because Hannah Claire Brumelo, though. I don't know, because he had to give Hannah Claire maternity leave for 9 months and he didn't want to do that, but he had to do that. So I feel like there's some sort of employment contract that these people have to sign. I don't know. She's just flat out denying it, but I don't know why he would pay Hannah Claire for 9 months not to work if he didn't have to. I don't know.
Kino Tech, her hypocrisy on this topic is stunning. You have to be more specific than that, Kino.
Yeah, I don't know.
Head slacker. I can't believe you're letting Mel get away with this. Sweeping Chrissy, losing respect. You know, you people also said that I was sweeping for Nick Rekieta when I did not. You're not allowed to be friends with people that the internet doesn't want you to be friends with, Melonie.
No, that's not what anyone's saying. It's such a straw man argument. It's crazy.
I can't.
You're okay with Jur being a drunk. Mel, I thought you were a Christian.
I'm not monitoring. I'm not babysitting my friends on how much alcohol they have. You know, I'm not.
But you could preach about drunks.
She preaches repentance to those that are homosexuals, sexual deviants.
No, she bashed drunks on one of her videos 2 weeks ago.
She did. Yes. She did. Actually, we're going to play that clip at the conclusion of this segment. But she went after alcoholics and said that they needed to repent.
No, she said
she went
never
after
spend time with those who indulge in alcohol.
You know what? Should we just pull the clip now? Do you want to open the separate folder? So we're at 13 minutes and 2 seconds here, and go into the Melonie Mac folder.
Last one,
and it's the first one up at the top.
Yep. Watch this. This is from 2 weeks ago. Her hair is different, but it's from 2 weeks
ago. There are people who are alcoholics, for example, that struggle with that. And hey, turn to Jesus and Christ can help deliver you from that. That temptation's still going to be there, but they can overcome it. And so it's the same thing when it comes to these daily lifestyles and stuff, is this is an unhealthy desire. It's not an unhealthy desire. So rather than celebrate it, just like we shouldn't be celebrating alcoholism, we shouldn't be celebrating doing drugs, we shouldn't be celebrating thievery, we shouldn't be celebrating,
by the way, he does drugs
being fat,
as well.
Which
he
that's
takes
another
Xanax,
topic.
and he's also super fat.
But Ash, there was even another clip I may be the same
where
one.
she says not to associate
Yes.
with alcoholics. I believe you. I believe you that clip is out there. We're gonna have to do a real deep dive into Melonie Mack and all of the things that she said and that she's done, because she's as much a part of this as Jeremy Hambley at this point, because she's decided to tie.
Welcome to the casino.
Home.
Welcome to the casino.
Welcome to the casino, Mel. And we laid off you for months and months because honestly, I kind of felt bad for you. And I believe that you're incredibly dim-witted and dumb and you're a dullard. And it's like, it's not really sporting, I felt like, to fucking dunk on you. But when you're in support of our livelihoods being taken away and you think that you can just laugh all of this off and sweep it up, it's like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. What?
I just got a crazy insider message, and this is very verifiable. I can't say who, though. It is my understanding that when you have a Rumble contract, they take all your earnings from Rumble and YouTube. You just get the flat Rumble payment. So all the money,
no way.
It's very. I'll tell you who sent me it.
What?
I'll tell you who sent me it. Hang on. Don't say it, obviously. Hang on.
No way. I don't know. I don't think that person would lie, but I don't think that makes sense. Maybe they're mistaken about that.
No, but maybe no. When I had an MCM, they took a percentage of my income from YouTube to run my channannel.
But I'm not sure that anybody even has a contract anymore. Maybe that's the way that it was.
Back when it was before. You meant like before. So, if anyone can verify it again to me, let me know.
You make a whole other video about that. Same things like those. These are all unhealthy things.
Right. By the way, when Quartering promised his audience that he was going to quit drinking, and he said it to your face, Hannah and Mel, he said it to both of you, right? And then he's caught on live stream, not even a week later, with a bottle of Fireball in his hand, drunk out of his mind. Is he not a liar and a piece of shit and a drunkard and an addict that needs help and needs to repent? But we sweep for his sins and say that it's okay because he's weak. But then when it's a homosexual person that's struggling with their desires, maybe they were molested as a child and they're suffering with that trauma and those impulses, then we have no mercy for them and they need to be called a faggot, et cetera, et cetera. Like, it's just, this isn't being applied equally. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's like Mel is an actual hypocrite piece of shit who shields her friends and actually only uses Christianity as a stick to beat on other people to grift off of.
Okay, read that first. Do not say who it was from, and also change the way it's written, but read that. That's from the person I said. That actually makes sense.
This didn't come from me, but I bet that Jer keeps going live because that 900K in his Rumble account is either on the drip feed or to be paid upon completion of contract. If he doesn't go live, he forfeits it. That's me speculating, but I think he's chained to this ship and doesn't have a choice but to keep being humiliated. Think about it. He's got a massive mortgage and overheads, and this is the only thing paying bills. By the way, it's my understanding that when you have a Rumble contract, they take all of your earnings from Rumble and YouTube, and you just get the flat Rumble payment.
Yo,
that's strange.
If he's going live to like have the commitment to get that money drip fed in, that would actually make sense.
It didn't make any sense as to why there's $900,000 sitting in the payout.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't make sense. It may be that he has to go through the full term of commitment in order to get the funds released, and he has to fulfill the obligations. But I don't know if he would agree to that deal at all, because like for $20,000 a month, would you then put your YouTube earnings in that? Like, I don't know. I'm skeptical about that, but the person that has sent this is a very trustworthy person.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You know what? We're all speculating here. I mean, things are wild here. We're all having some fun speculating here. Okay, we're back to there's Thursday rape.
I need you to send me a DM with how much you're drinking tonight, and I need to know. I need a report on how
You
much
might-
alcohol you've had.
You're my sponsor.
Well, holy
Jen
fuck,
Cook,
she's
you can still be friends with.
But it's obvious. It's obvious that he is drunk. So this is the thing, right? Yeah, you don't police like a grown adult's behavior when it comes to drinking, I guess. But when this person's drinking is affecting your livelihood and causing you all of these problems because he gets drunk out of his mind on a daily basis and then spirals on Twitter doing all sorts of crazy shit and then deletes it the next day and then pretends nothing happened, suddenly it does become your problem, and you should actually try and intervene in order to save yourself from this disaster. Like, that's just my opinion, but
Okay. Yeah. So we can't judge people who've been drinking, but I'm gonna try to get a law passed to make women in games not be able to be dressed sexy.
yes.
Oh.
Yes. And pornography should be banned. And all this
Oh.
stuff. I mean, she
Oh.
should really be in favor of alcohol being banned if
Yeah.
she's so stringent and strict. Like, this is the thing is once you turn it over to these moralizers and give them the authority in society to pass whatever they want, all sorts of barriers start being thrown up in all sorts of places that you never even expected. And it's just not what most people want. Most people don't want to be ruled by the church. Like, there's a reason there's a separation of church and state. You know what I mean? But whatever.
Jeremy Mel and tell him that he's being an asshole. That's what good friends do. But again, I would say to you, Jen Cook, you have no idea of anybody's private conversations, private
But it's public and people were publicly banned.
feelings. Isn't the whole point that your boss started flagging channels for criticism?
Well, and that's the real question. Like, that's the thing about being ruled by the church. Which church? And Mel can't answer that. And so, like, I'm open to, as somebody from a Christian background who does take it seriously, I'm open to having a merge of church and state. But, you know, I'd want it to be my church. And that's the problem. Everybody will want it to be their church and their interpretation. And, you know, chances are it's going to end up being the Catholic Church. And, well, half of Christians aren't fucking Catholic. So, you know, you're going to run into a problem. And that's why we had stuff like the 30 Years' War and, you know, all sorts of awful religious wars throughout history and time. But that's besides the point. Let's continue here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the whole point is people are making crazy accusations. Like, that's the whole point. And they don't care about the truth. It's just like, oh my goodness, so-and-so just got...
What are you talking?
This person got demonetized. This person's channel down. Oh,
Fuck you, bitch. What the fuck you mean the truth? The
Oh,
fucking
man.
DMs are there, you fucking bitch.
Jeremy's demonetizing all these channels. Like, he has that kind of power. It's...
Okay.
But he said that
we're
he had that
we're
power.
But my
He-
channel had
he
no
told-
strikes. I had no strikes. And then
But
he
it
celebrated
doesn't even matter. He told Josh Moon he had the power to call his YouTube rep and have our channel deleted. He said he had this power. That's what he said. We're taking his word for it because what he prophesied did come true. And then coincidentally, all of his enemies are also getting strikes and demonetized afterwards. So whether it's him directly doing it after the fact or whether he inspired people through his claims to do that on his behalf, he's undoubtedly responsible for the climate that we're dealing with right now.
I don't even think that most of these people believe it. I think that they're just looking...
Oh, man.
Mel, you're
Oh,
fucked.
man.
Mel, it's over for you, honestly. They
The
don't believe.
gaslighting
The
is
channel's
insane.
gone. Ash, try to go on the fucking channel. It's gone.
looking for a dogpiling scenario.
Yes,
I don't think...
we are dogpiling for a good reason because Jeremy deserves to be homeless.
most people actually believe that Jeremy has the power to nuke channels.
Has he explained why he flagged channels? Like at any point in any
By the
stream?
way,
Well, he's
I just
telling
want to
pe-
like define dogpile because by the way, like the way that you're actually supposed to resolve disputes within the Christian church is that you go to the brother directly with two witnesses. Is that a dog pile? When you go to the brother directly with two witnesses and you rebuke him for his behavior and you have that confrontation, like, is that dog piling? Because what we're doing is we're making public accusations against Jeremy Hambley and publicly demanding that he be rebuked. Like, this isn't we're whispering in the shadows to so-and-so, hey, Jeremy's a bad guy. This, and this, and you shouldn't. We're publicly stating that he needs to repent. I don't know what else we're supposed to do. Like, he's not actually my Christian brother. Like, we're not actually attending church. It's not going to be handled like it says to be handled in the epistles, Mel. Like, shut the fuck up.
And the reason everyone is making such a big deal about this is because if we don't, this dies, and in 6 months, the cycle happens all over again. Look at June the King's documentary. Half the documentary, it repeats the same thing. Finally, here it ends. Our voices will be heard. We're not going to be silent about this.
People, like, when he's talking about it, he's tried to tell people, hey, I'm not flagging people, and they're just like, yes, you are. Yes, you did this. Oh, look, you go. Now my channel's down, and you flagged it. So it's just a lot of people.
I love when she does the voice, the silly voice. Like, it's such a crazy belief to believe that somebody who said he would take down your channel and then your channel gets taken down may have taken down your channel.
Yeah.
You know, like, just say that you're in favor of taking us down because you were being bullied on the internet, because that's actually your position, and just try and defend it. But you know that that's optically a disaster, so you have to play ignorant and rely on the ignorance of others to win. And it's wrong.
So funny.
They stubbed their toe and Jeremy did it, apparently.
Exactly. Exactly, Purpers. So now she knows exactly why people are mad, and it wasn't about video games. Do you see how slimy and slippery this whole thing is? First, they rely on the ignorance of their opponent. You know, that's what they do. And then they engage in a very dishonest fashion, straw manning the opponent's argument. It's very slimy and slippery. She didn't know, but now she knows why people are upset. But it's all just nonsense, and there's nothing behind it.
Flora Breeze Mel is trash. You're trash, Melonie.
I am trash.
Finish that dono.
Trash, yes. Thank you.
Finish that dono.
It's trash. You're
Finish that dono, Chrissy.
trash, Melonie.
I am trash.
Wait
yes.
until she
Thank you.
mispronounces your name like she doesn't even know who you
Junior.
are.
She follows me.
Isn't it-
I unfollowed her today because fuck her, obviously.
Why does Mel support the Kino Casino channel getting banned or Jeremy stealing content for his shorts videos?
You notice how quiet she gets there? Because that's what the oranges is about. The stealing content for shorts videos.
Stealing content part. I really don't watch like that much of Jeremy's stuff, to be totally honest. And I'm not.
No one blames you.
No, it's just she never knows. She doesn't know anything. Oh, what? I'm not aware of that. What?
Not super familiar with the channel ban. Again, I'm like really. I feel like I'm not
Again,
totally out.
it's just a bunch of people just saying a bunch of crap and making up a bunch of stuff.
It's all bullshit. Yeah, the channel wasn't banned, right?
Because they don't care about the truth.
No, you don't care about the truth. You're reckless with the truth to the point where you say that Jesus Christ would support deplatforming. That's being reckless with the truth to the point that you put your eternal soul at risk for blaspheming against our Lord. Shut up.
They're gonna make up another lie when you correct their existing lie.
Okay, well, I'm gonna blow through. There's so many guys, and a lot of you guys are saying exactly the same thing. So maybe be a little more like mix it up. Okay,
No.
Well, when everybody's saying the truth, do they then
were
need to
banned.
change what the truth is?
They're lying. No, we were not lying.
By the
The
way,
end.
they can't name a lie, right? The closest thing you can do is say, well,
bull.
they said that the bull, right? Because we don't have actual proof of that. But anybody else that was caught in that circumstance would have to eat shit for it and be made fun of. But old King Hambly thinks that he's above being mocked. And it's like, brother, all you had to do was just be like, no, it's actually not true. And, these guys are jokers. They're trolls. You guys know that. And my wife's not actually getting fucked by him. I disavow his lifestyle. I didn't know, and he won't be a part of my life going forward. That's really all you had to do. You didn't have to take down our channel, But then, after learning beyond any shadow of a doubt what his lifestyle was, you then invited him over for darts again to your house with your wife. And then we're supposed to be like, Oh, we don't see that. We
After
see
the
nothing.
DM,
We hear nothing.
The DM
You know?
where you're like, I didn't know my friend was a degenerate loser like that. Anyway, Adam, want to come over for darts?
Is Mexican Chrissy Maga on our side, boys. Base Jannies have no power here. Okay, don't know what half that means, but thank you, Clint.
I'm glad you're
You
getting
don't know-
super chats. This
You don't know what Janny means? Chrissy, how long have you been on the internet? Like, you're going to pretend you don't know what any of that means. You don't know what's going on. It's so disingenuous. It strains credulity. You can't believe it.
How do you feel? Oh, this is great.
This is great. Like, we'll laugh at it.
Yeah,
so great.
I'm sure they're having a great
It'll
time.
blow
It's just like
over by Monday.
Mel just looks like she's on the verge of tears throughout most of this. But yeah, she's having a great time. There's so much money. And by the way, it's like maybe a couple $100. Like, woohoo!
No,
like
no.
completely embarrassing
Ash.
yourself and destroying your reputation.
It'll be over by Monday, I'm sure.
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
sure.
Laugh at the comments, but these I love it.
I love it too. Thank you guys. Trying to be a good guest. Dead Reckoning,
Yes.
Threaten Warski, and PPP through.
You know, like
Josh
the way
Moon,
she
you
read
dummy,
that,
and
like I she's intentionally mispronouncing your name as though she doesn't know who you are.
Yeah, we fucking mean to record for a bit, like-
Warski.
May we just see this for
Are
1 second? Look at his face here today. He's done streaming, but watch this. Ugh. This, buddy. I picked a random spot. I swear to God, I didn't check. I didn't watch this.
Here.
Picked a random spot.
Everyone
Just
craps on
complete
Adam.
that.
Ooh.
But he's
Jeez.
dealing with the Fed's failure to limit.
Gee, he looks bad right now. He's melting down. I know we're never gonna get the fucking channels back. We got to
she's looking at this like she's never seen this before.
Yeah.
Like she has no idea that any of this happened when it's been almost a month since it happened, and everybody that she associates with on a weekly basis has talked about it, but she has no clue that any of this happened. Look at the face that she's pulling here. Oh,
He got taken down. You can't deny that.
you see how quiet she got?
I just so have no idea about any of this, but thank you, Dead
She
Reckoning.
just explained it. He just explained
Jeremy
what happened.
threatened Warski
You see?
and PPP
Now look
through
at
Josh
now look
Moon.
at how happy Mel is because Chrissy swept it up for her. Haha, I got away with it. Ha ha ha.
Apparently, Chrissy Mayr had a meltdown today.
Well, she ended her show
I
early as
say-
well.
Yeah. She tried apologizing, and everyone's like, no.
No one's buying
She's
this.
probably
You
watching
just-
right now. Hey, Chris, if you're watching like that, like you sweeping us being banned and allowing this bitch to
I just
lie.
think, like, listen, if you really didn't know, wouldn't you demand answers? Melonie, what the fuck do they mean by this? Josh Moon received DMs where Jeremy was threatening Warski and PPP. Is this true?
Yeah.
And like, is it Mel? And Mel goes, no. Okay, where is this coming from? Thin air? Yeah. Okay, I'm actually gonna look it up right now, actually. Oh, wait, here's the DMs right here. You know, wouldn't you go, hey, can somebody DM me these screenshots? I want to know what the truth is. Will somebody DM me what's going on here? And then show them to Mel and ask her, do you agree with this? Do you think this is how business should be conducted on the internet with Mafia Don extortion tactics in private? Like, but no, it's you quietly mumble the super chat and go, I don't know anything about that. And then pretend like you weren't an active sweeper, an active janitor. Fuck you. This wasn't a good faith hearing. You weren't interested in the truth. You were interested in covering for your sponsor, Coffee Brand Coffee. That's what you were interested in doing.
Sorry, Chrissy, you're a day late and a quarter short. Thank you, Waffle Blue, for that.
True or false? I don't know. I'm confused. Sam Cameron, Adam Sellers wants to know how was your weekend.
Yo, that's funny.
It's great.
How was your
It's great.
weekend?
Okay, is that somebody from G4?
Or that was Adam Sessler.
I think Chrissy knew when she was making a joke there. You know, she actually made me laugh there because she knows this whole situation. I'm not buying into your ignorance excuse, because if somebody was ignorant and then thousands of people come in all saying the same thing, wouldn't there be some degree of curiosity? Hey, can somebody send me a screenshot or a video that explains this? Hey, Mel, can you explain this? You're not interested in getting to the truth. You're interested in covering this up. Say, oh, it's already been addressed. It's no big deal. Yeah, we had Melonie on and we talked about it, and yeah, it was no big deal. There was nothing to this. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's got to be Kane for a rage quit thing. Didn't Red Bar tell a story about Chrissy Mayr stealing all the presents from a charity Christmas party that were meant
You know
for
what?
no.
Somebody,
Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Well, I'll say no. What happened was she was at a restaurant during Christmas and someone had bags of presents at their table and they forgot them. They walked away and Chrissy took those presents during Christmas, took someone's shopping instead of being like, oh,
Christmas
yeah,
presents?
yeah. Red Bar has
That's
a whole,
awful.
it's on YouTube.
But
Red Bar has the whole thing.
It really testifies to her character. But somebody said something that I just realized. She's auditioning. She's auditioning to be the next co-host of Quartercast. That's what this is.
Ooh.
This is Chrissy Mayr's audition tape. Jeremy, watch. I can control this. I can sweep this up, Jeremy. I'll be a good janitor. I'll do anything you say. Just cut me $100,000 a year check. I hear there's issues with Hannah Claire. And maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's why Hannah Claire returned to work today, because Jeremy said, Hannah, I have Chrissy Mayr. She's going to come and replace you unless you show up to work today. Could be. That Chrissy already has a business relationship with Jeremy. So I wouldn't be surprised.
We got Unicycle Peon for 10 subs. Thank you so much. And Baldo, big support. Holy shit. 10 subs. Thank you so much. Baldo Hero for a rage quit saying, Chrissy's dad, who are these hitmen for? I don't know what that means. All right.
I don't know how Adam Sellers. But hey, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Raphael Salvador, I love Chrissy. She's so sweet. I love that she's streaming with her grandma.
Oh,
I'm older than Melonie.
Oh, suffer, Mel. You're old, bitch. You've hit the wall.
BLT soft. Jesus wouldn't side with Cuckger, should you?
Cuckger.
Sure.
Really?
As though she doesn't know it's obviously Jer, like short for Jeremy. Like how bad faith can it possibly be?
Maybe.
We're supposed to like she pretend, like I know she is kind of retarded, but she's not this retarded. Like she wants us to believe she's an innocent babe in the woods, doe-eyed, doesn't know anything, is incapable of knowing anything. It just doesn't have common sense or any critical thinking skills at all. And it's like, if that's the case, then get the fuck off the internet. Okay. But if you want to be treated like an adult, I'm going to treat you like an adult. Stop trying to talk down to us like we're children and like that you're just so much smarter than us and that you're going to fool us with this crap. Fuck off.
BLT, do you go to church? How do you know?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know who Cuckger is.
I would say Jesus loves
She doesn't
everybody.
know who Cuckger is.
Cuckger.
Cuckger.
Cuckger. Are we
Come on.
going on?
Like this, it just makes me really mad when people try and gaslight me like this. Like it makes me mad when they do this childish crap and they think that they're actually fooling everybody and they're going to get away with it. It pisses me off. I don't know about anybody else. But
Cuckger.
But equally. Aided clock.
By the way, she obviously knows Jer.
Yes.
The chat just says, hey, Jer, like all day.
So we are for censorship now. You gonna keep that energy on FNT next time you're on? Again, you have to be more specific.
How more specific?
How many super
Worski and PPP were threatened?
had their channel taken down after Jeremy Hambley threatened them in DMs with Josh Moon, and you've received like a dozen super chats to that effect. But you're gonna have to be more specific. I don't understand what this is about. And then with the sad reality of it too is that this won't even be mentioned on Friday Night Tights tomorrow.
No, of
like
course
I
not.
guarantee. I guarantee you it won't be because it's like, oh, we got to be civil and we got to, talk about the Marvel movie or this or that.
Listen, I get it. With Nerdrotic, he doesn't want to be part of this, right? He doesn't want to be part of this. I'll give him some slack there where it's like they have openly defended us on the show and on Twitter and all that stuff. So I'm not going to give...
I appreciate their support, but
exactly,
I just feel like at a certain point, like Chrissy needs to actually...
Well, Chrissy... 100%. I agree with that.
Engage with what's actually going on. And it's like, okay, we're in the hug box where we pretend that nothing is going on and that it's like, fuck this.
Yeah, of course.
Specific, Mr. Clock. But yes, you can see me on FNT this Friday. 4:00 on Nerdrotic's channel. Fierce Ranma, does this apply to Smash JT as well, Mel?
Absolutely nothing I've said has applied to Smash JT. I do not keep up with what he does.
Liar. You directly have admitted to keeping up with what Smash JT does because you were upset with Craig for having Smash JT on his show. So yes, you do actually follow the things that Smash JT does and you do get upset about it and you try and cancel him and use your leverage to not allow him a platform on side scrollers, Mel. You are so dishonest, and it's verifiable dishonesty. When the entire crux of your argument is that everyone else are liars and dishonest, but you're a righteous Christian who tells the truth. Like, you're defeated because you've lied. You've lied.
So...
Arcade Post. Oh, Arcade Outpost.
Arcade Outpost.
How was your weekend? Check it out and let me know what you think in the comments.
Thank you.
It's Wednesday.
I'm gonna snap.
I'm gonna. Chrissy goes, but it's Wednesday. I know. Tell Jer that he'll be Wednesday, and he'll still ask that. How was your weekend? Or are you looking? What are you gonna do this weekend? Like,
check
they
it
pretend
out.
like they take it in full sincerity as though it's a real thing. They're like, why are you asking that? You know why.
That's more of a Monday question.
I did spend last weekend practicing
Tell
drawing
Jared
and
that.
stuff, so that was fun.
Kino Tech. Chrissy, why are you tolerating her lying to your face? This is a gross misrepresentation of the situation. She has not addressed one single point.
How dare you, Chrissy? You have to disavow me.
It's not about disavowals. It's not about who's friend at the lunch table, who's avowing, who's disavowing. It's about what's the truth. What is the truth in this situation? And who's going to be held accountable? Like, that's what it's about. Like, this is crazy.
I don't even know enough to know what you would be lying about.
Do you see why I was so pissed?
No, I'm actually rattled, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to hold it. I'm so mad.
Like, the whole show was actually different than this. When I filmed the promo earlier, I'm like, we're going to talk about this Chrissy Mayr thing for like 2 fucking minutes. I'm like, this is going to be like a 5-minute segment.
You were like, we're doing DSP tonight.
Yeah, wewe're doing iDubbbz tonight, guys. And no, because this shit was crazy. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and it woke me up. Like, I was so tired. I'm like, I can't even do the show. I was up till 9 a.m. yesterday. Then I'm like, I hate these bitches.
Because when you texted me all in caps, like, are you seeing this Chrissy thing? Like, I'm like, what happened? I'm editing his chat, and I'm like, what happened?
Man.
Ash seems rattled on text right now.
We got to meet him for 25 subs.
Let's go.
And
Big support.
Bass bonus says, Jeremy is a cuck. It's over. Love from Cali. Love y'all. Evac for 1,000 kicks. Mel's going to look like the crazy mom from Requiem for a Dream in a few years. No doubt. No doubt.
You know, chat. So someone in chat just said, this is so true. He goes, that's why we were popping off in your chat last night, bro. Remember me?
I know.
Like, we'll watch it later.
Well, in my mind, it's like nothing eventful could possibly be happening on Chrissy Mayr's show. In my mind, I'm like, that's total non-tent boring slop. Like,
Meanwhile, it's the biggest sweep of the century while we're sitting
no, it is
there,
the
like-
sweep of the century. Like even Gator wasn't so shameless. Like Gator would at least engage with what was actually going on and be like, well, Ralph's actually based for doing this, you know? Like it's just like, this is crazy. They just pretend like they don't know what's going on, and then nobody knows what's going on, and then therefore it's over.
Poonan, Jeremy is innocent. All he did was take down someone's content. Anyways, the pink hair girl sounds regarded. Never heard her speak. Okay.
Oh, man.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you.
Heated clock. If Jeremy is innocent, why is he ducking yellow flag?
Okay.
Listen to how quiet she gets. She knows exactly what the situation with Yellow Flash is, and that Quartering called him out for the debate, challenged him, and the no show. Look at Mel.
No, look at how sentence.
Session banning, smash JT. I don't know what that is. No, he flagged the Kino channel and stole money from the editor's family. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
What do you mean, okay?
What do you mean,
It's pretty
okay?
serious. Pretty serious allegations that it seems like dozens of other people with cold hard cash are backing up. They're voting with their wallets to have this addressed. Melonie's face in this frame, doesn't it say it all?
Oh, it says everything.
Because this is actually the whole situation in a nutshell. And she knows she's been caught. She knows she's been exposed. Operation Sweep It Up failed. Operation I'm going to test the waters and see what my other options are in the griftosphere failed. And then she was back at work for Hambly the next day.
There we go. Speaking of our editor, go sub to our locals, kidcasino.clips.locals.com to help support our editor there. I noticed 7 people joined during this stream. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Banning Smash
Thank
JT.
you.
Did Smash
For
JT
real.
get banned? I didn't hear about that one.
Fuck off.
Fuck you
You
fucking
apparently
whore.
haven't heard
Oh.
it. She thinks it's funny, by the way, when Smash JT gets a strike or gets a stub agent.
I didn't hear about the Smash JT flagging. But
Oh,
you've
but you
heard
did hear about the other stuff then, right?
Yeah.
Oh. But I thought it was all about Tomb Raider in video games, right?
Yep.
Moped Mike, lying isn't Christian. Mel, you know what orange for.
I don't know what orange is for. I truly don't. But
Your mom goes to college. Is Adam Sellers your husband's bull too? Craig, morning. Never so Moped Mike. Do you think pooping yourself is a good podcast topic? Would you
Get
bring
ready
your
for
husband
this,
a new
Cope.
pair of pants to the Walmart bathroom? I've meant no, I haven't. No, I don't think I've ever pooped myself, but I have talked about on a podcast like I was at a rest stop somewhere and there may not have been toilet paper and what I did in that situation.
ooh,
So now they're going to do the Spartacus. I pooped
shit
my pants.
myself.
Who amongst us hasn't shit ourselves and told the world the story? You know, I am Spartacus.
Standing. I shit myself.
I shit myself.
The whole court stands. I shit myself.
This is insane. Like, what level of sweeping are we on? This is crazy. So you humiliate yourself for Jeremy Hambly? How much is he paying Chrissy Mayr for this? Is it 6 figures a year? Is it 7? Like, what's going on?
Called for if it's
it
pertinent.
can be a good topic. Yeah. Like I do tell the story of what.
Okay. It's a great topic to talk about how you shit yourself.
Yeah, it makes it like these people think that oversharing is how you win on the internet.
But hang on. Yeah, you could tell that embarrassing story, but then when we go ha ha ha, you can't be
you
mad.
have to just be like, well, it's funny. Yeah, it's funny. Like,
it's own it. Be like, yeah, I shit myself.
Yeah,
what about that?
it's
it,
funny.
bitch?
Like, it's like, no, you can't do that. I'm a powerful person. Like, then why tell the story if no one can laugh? But they have to laugh and give you money and suck your ass, right? Okay.
Imagine, Jer, when we said the Walmart shitting story, right? That he responded with being like, yeah, anyway, and he says more shitting stories. That's what would have been probably more based.
And my dad pooped his pants when we went to
Okay.
Blockbuster.
Her dad pooped his pants. She's throwing her dad under the bus, her own family under the bus, to sweep for Jeremy Hambley's poopy pants. This is crazy.
For video, or actually it was Rainbow Video.
For a video?
And my dad pooped his pants when we went to Blockbuster Video, or actually it was Rainbow
He
Video. So it was
pooped his pants in Blockbuster?
In the horror aisle?
What?
In the horror aisle?
called.
No.
We went there to rent a video game, and when we were kids, and then as soon as we walk in there, Dad's like, kids, we gotta go home. And it's like, what? But we didn't get to pick out our game. He's like, I pooped my pants. We gotta go home. And that was a sad.
He pooped his pants. We gotta go home. You figure at that point they're already soiled. You may as well, kids.
Rent the game. Hurry up. You have 5 minutes.
You got 2 minutes. Go pick your game. Like if you've already soiled yourself, you may as well at least retrieve a DVD or something. Fuck, like. I think that was his excuse to not let them get a game. He was broke.
Yeah.
And he was like, kids, we're going to Blockbuster. I'll shit myself. No.
Day.
But
Nice
isn't
guy,
this, it
Mayr.
makes sense though. Just think about it psychologically. This is Melonie Mac's daddy issues. Her dad pooped her pants, and now she looks at Daddy Jer as her father figure because he also poops his pants. So she has this like paternalistic desire for it's sickening stuff here, folks.
Is that the real Mersh? That's so funny.
Yes, it is the real Mersh. Mersh was wrecking her. I think he had like 2 super chats that were solid as fuck. You know,
one Melonie Max.
Melonie Max. Look at Mel. Look at that. She's rad.
Mersh dumb.
Mersh.
2026 is the year of Mersh. Honestly,
Somehow,
honestly, he made it.
I don't
dude.
know. I don't know how, but it's the Mersh father's time now, Mel.
Well, wall 1 at Melonie Max 0. I think that's a compliment.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's a compliment.
That cut her deep.
Yeah.
She's rattled.
Chat, Demon of Cybertron. So is Jeremy too scared? Too scared you have to defend him.
That's the thing.
Well,
he has to wheel out Melonie Mac as the janitor to go out into the public square and quash this on Chrissy Mayr's show, as though Chrissy Mayr is somehow the arbiter of what's going to be and what's not going to be on the internet, and Chrissy can stop this. Like, what were they thinking? How did they think this sweeping operation was actually going to go? Like, that their audience of millions would just drown out all of the haters and they would just be like showered with love? Like, what were they thinking?
Mm-hmm.
This last I checked, this is a show with me on it, not Jeremy. So, yeah, that wasn't intended
You know what?
to be the topic.
Where are all you guys when I don't have Melonie on? That would be my Sneed. Dave Williams. Will you be watching the June the King doc?
Like, she's pretending like she doesn't know who June the King is.
I
Never
don't know.
heard of him.
Honestly, she may
They
not
don't-
know. To be fair,
They don't know what
Mel
that is.
knows.
Well,
Mel knows.
No,
Mel
but-
knows.
Mel knows, but what's crazy is it's like Chrissy pretends like she doesn't know anything about anything ever. And at a certain point, you must have knowledge of something when you're a terminally online e-girl whose entire life and business is dependent on the timeline. But you're going to pretend you didn't see anything on the timeline from Geeks and Gamers. You didn't see anybody talking about the June the King doc. It's so dishonest.
That
I don't know.
But maybe. Sneed. Dave Williams. The Farm is saying they need to start a Johnny and Mel thread. Thoughts? I don't even know what that means.
Silence. What do you mean you don't know? You don't know what Kiwi Farms is? Really, Chrissy? You don't know? You don't know what Kiwi Farms is? Like, I love the crickets here for like about 5 seconds after she said, because Mel is stressed because she doesn't want that thread to exist. She doesn't want people going through her history or Johnny Junker's history and airing out their dirty laundry. Well, you probably shouldn't have signed yourself up to serve 100 years at the mast of the SS Hamtanic. You really shouldn't have.
Hey Ash, what's that Twitter account? The one with the laughing emoji that tweets out all the stuff about like
Awk 2000 or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I gotta say something after this. You will actually die. You will actually die.
Okay, I'm sorry.
In fact, I might
Maybe I'm
interrupt it
too
for
dumb
1
for
second.
a lot of these.
Ash, I have to interrupt the show for 1 millisecond.
Okay.
You ready to fucking die laughing? Look at, okay, this is H3.
Is it Nisa?
Hang on. What? Okay, that's H3.
Congratulations
Look at his
to
phone.
Ecklers.
We're ready for either
Baby
one.
number one.
Oh, everything's neutral.
He's screenshotting Anissa to post
At the poker table?
on TV.
Yes, that's a real hater. That's a real A-log. You gotta respect that shit. You gotta respect that level of hatred that he has in his heart.
He's
You know?
caught A-logging on TV. That is the
Stop
funniest
it.
ever.
The grind doesn't stop.
I gotta,
Oh,
I gotta retweet that.
that's so kingly. There's no way that's real, isn't it?
It
Looks
was on
real.
TV. It was
looks
on
real.
TV. Yeah,
That's crazy. That's
on-
crazy.
it's on TV.
Raging Grino. Mel, please thank Jeremy for me. He doubled the Flashcast audience. Oh no.
Oh, yo, that's Raging Rhino, awesome guy, the Australian dude on Flashcast show.
But
He's awesome.
Did you hear her though? Fucking like pretend like she didn't know who Raging Rhino was, like
Please
the way
thank
that
Jeremy
she
for
pronounced his name was.
Raging Grino. Mel, please thank Jeremy for me. He doubled the Flashcast audience.
She doesn't
Oh
know
no.
anything.
Oh no. Oh, is this Australian?
Oh,
Oh
Nar.
no.
But like she knows she
Nar.
doesn't know who Raging Rhino is, but she knows he's Australian. Strange.
I don't.
Sorry. No one believes that you are naive to everything. I feel like Melonie has explained her position pretty
I
clearly.
don't look at it. I genuinely
she
don't.
doesn't.
Like, you can think I'm lying or not. Like, yeah.
Do you
Like-
think
Bring on
maybe
menu
you
please.
should
Again.
look into it then? Like if we did take this at face value, right? That you don't look into any of this stuff. Maybe you should when your job and your livelihood and your reputation is online. Like maybe you should look into it and have good answers ready for this stuff. Maybe.
Or
Instead of just
or
having to
just
rely
go,
on
"Fuck
ignorance and
those
deflection.
guys, they deserved it.
Yeah.
Fuck them. They deserve to die," or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
She is not. She was very good at not texting me back. in
Hog tie
general.
her and bring her on.
If you guys
So
can
this
get
is
her to
now-
respond to me, that would be
The entire chat is just bring on Brittany Venti, bring on Brittany Venti, bring on Brittany Venti, all the super chats. And Brittany Venti did message Chrissy Mayr and said that she would go on 40 minutes before the end of the show. And again, before the end of the show. And Chrissy pretended like it never happened. It's crazy.
Yeah, by Venti's been killing it, honestly, on Twitter and her show and all that stuff, and like defending like our free speech and other people's free speech. It's respects. Shout outs to Brittany Venti.
great. If you can get her to respond to me about a
By
date.
the way, this is not easy for Brittany Venti. Fucking Chrissy's her friend.
Yes.
And she's still holding strong. See, you could be friends with someone and hold strong on your position. You know what I mean? It's not easy for Venti to do that.
For coming on Nightmare.
Please respond.
Please respond. Val, Mallory, like this is you want Brittany Venti on. I always want Brittany Venti on. I'm constantly asking her to come on some guests. Brocky Man. Mel, with respect, you support people false reporting channels. Have you seen the video of Jer following people at the Ren and making comments? This is what people want to know. If not, please do so. You can be informed.
Very reasonable.
I think we covered this a little bit. I
Yeah.
mean, like if
So she's going to say here like she doesn't know, but then later on she'll say it's a 6-year-old video.
But the first question, do you support people being flagged? It's a yes or no.
It is.
Question.
It is a yes or no question.
It's
But they don't
literally-
feel that this guy who sent $20 is entitled to an answer. You know.
Well, get felt did Brocky man. I'm saying that's what they would say in the
I don't owe the internet anything. I don't.
Rocky,
I don't have to look into drama. I don't.
What do you
have
mean you
to,
don't have to look into it? Like,
Okay.
it's crazy.
Well, then you know
I
what?
don't have to look into it. Okay.
All right, don't look into drama and let your boss flag people and ruin your reputation. And then when you get fucking A-logged like this, you can't cry. Maybe you should look into drama.
Say this or do that. Like, I don't
Well, what if Jer
By the way,
was woke?
She's saying she won't look into it. Like, she won't look into it. She won't address this. But later on, in defense of Jeremy's Ren Fair clip, because it gets brought up that there's video evidence of this. And so then it becomes unsweepable. She then claims, oh, well, it's 6 years old. But here she basically feigns ignorance and acts as though, oh, no, it never existed. I have no idea. I won't look into it.
What if the drama was it's exposed that Jeremy was actually like a leftist, liberal, he was gay and woke? Would you still ignore it? Or would
Well,
you
yes, she
look
would.
into
As
it?
long as the paychecks keep coming, he could be diddling children and she wouldn't care.
You know what?
Really?
Yep.
to do any of that. And right now, like I said, a lot of people are lying about a bunch of things. And
Like what?
Yeah.
Like what?
Pulling up a 6-year-old Ren Fair.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh.
There it is. It's 6 years old. So you are aware of it. And the only defense is that it's 6 years old. How about say it was disgusting and creepy, but it doesn't represent who he is now, you know? And he hasn't done anything like that. Like I'm giving a better defense. Like, you don't have a defense because you know how bad it is. So you just say, well, it's 6 years old. And it's so disgusting what he did. It's indefensible.
Mm-hmm.
Or something. Okay.
I enjoy the Ren Fair. I haven't
Ren
been
Fair's
in a
fun.
couple
Because you
years.
didn't know.
Chad
but now it's
Billington,
6 years old.
bring on Brittany Venti. If you guys can get her to respond to my texts, watered down.
She
Jared,
already
please
had
bring on Venti.
responded.
You guys get in her ear. Tell her to respond.
Look at her looking down.
Venti
Wait.
wants on.
Wait, I'll look.
I
Hey, Ash. What are you looking at?
keep checking my phone. I see no message.
Oh.
She keeps checking
Messages or
her
DM.
phone and there's no
I don't
message.
understand the meme. Jose,
That puts Venti in a bad spot. Like, you're checking your phone.
It makes Venti
You
look like
know,
she's trying to look. If Venti
to
went
duck
like, "Oh, I
this
wasn't
situation.
home," it'd be like, "Okay, that makes sense." But
Jose M.
I just think it's really wrong because Brittany Venti has worked with you for years, been a friend, been at your wedding, and you're going to do her like this? Why? Why? Like, what sort of ties do you have to Hambly that compels you to do this? It didn't make sense to me yesterday. Then I learned that Coffee Brand Coffee is a sponsor, and now it makes a lot more sense. But even still, how much can they possibly be paying for you to flush your whole reputation down the toilet like this? It's crazy.
and of course, shout outs to Kino at Kinocopter, amazing Twitter account. You have to follow him. I retweet him all the time. He was the one who sent me things all morning from Hotep and stuff, bad_banner, about all these coffee brand things being found, her looking at her phone, all that stuff. Shout outs.
buddy.
Whoa!
You can have. You're blatantly ignoring the calls to bring up Venti. Why are you sweeping for Mel? This will harm your career. I am very much acknowledging people that want Venti on, but again, that does not make somebody appear into my DMs.
But she was
I
in the
love
DM.
Mel.
Why? What's with the veiled threat? This
Yeah.
will
It's
harm
not a
your
threat.
career.
Yeah.
It's just the truth.
But it will harm
If
your
you-
career. If
this is-
Ashton and I
if
hung
you-
out with flagging people who banned people, everyone would turn on us and go,
Well,
wait,
and then
you're
I
supporting-
pretended like it wasn't even happening, and like
Yeah.
I had no clue what
I'm
was
like,
going
Ash,
on.
we should just end the show. And then like we're sweeping for flagging and like deplatforming. We'd get
It's going to be
destroyed.
bad for anybody. Like, it's not a threat. It's just like, this is actually the case.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't do this, not just because it's the wrong thing, what you're doing, sweeping for it, but it's actively against your own self-interest. And I understand that Chrissy Mayr is only motivated by her own self-interest and her own ability to make money. And that's why I find this so baffling, because this is such the wrong call. It's crazy. So she must be getting the fattest check in the world. I don't know.
Extremely leftist behavior.
I guarantee you, by the way, it's literally It's literally
Did you hear
not
this,
a
though?
penny. It's not a penny.
Did you hear this now? No, it's not worth shit.
No, it's like
she's just
$100 a month.
That's the thing. Like, she's flushing it all down the toilet for like pennies in the gutter. It doesn't even make sense. It's so strange. But now they're saying that this is all woke leftist. Like, is Venti a leftist? Is she? Like, is Yellow Flash leftist?
Yeah.
Is Stuttering Craig a leftist? Is Geeks and Gamers a leftist?
Like, everyone that
Is
you're
Nerdrotic
naming is literally people who bash woke people. Like, literally, it's not like even like a neutral party, a neutral politic guy. You know what I mean?
Behavior.
It's-
And
it is.
I didn't
sent
think
this in chat, I think, is right. Bring it back 5 seconds and then we'll play it after I read it. But he says, there's some weird shit underground going on with Jer and his network that's making them act like this. And I believe that. I believe there's a lot more to this story than we know based on the way that these people are acting. And we may not have come to the actual reason why yet. Like, the true theory, the truth of the matter may not have even been floated yet. It may not even be the bull. It may not even be the coffee company. It might be something else behind the scenes that we have no idea what's actually going on. I'd like to know.
It's scary.
What's with the veiled threat? This will harm your career.
Yeah. Extremely leftist behavior.
It is.
I didn't think I attracted a lot of leftists to my channel, but
Is it, by the way,
here
is it
you are.
leftist to just, agree with reality and what the truth is? Because this will harm your career. Like, it's already doing so. Like, to claim that our audience and the Friday Night Tights audience and the Yellow Flash audience and Stuttering Craig and Side Scrollers, that all of these audiences are leftists, it's such bad faith. It's so disingenuous. It's such lies. It's obviously wrong.
Yeah.
But this is why I don't believe she was ignorant and innocent of this. That is just such a dirty smear job that she just did.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
hello, I welcome you all. Val Mallory, squinty eyeglasses are not enough to ignore the calls or Brittany Venti in the chat. Sadly, free Hannah from Leadership Camp. I love Venti.
There.
Fun fact: she ate the top of my wedding cake. And false witness.
Wait a minute. Do you love her then? You immediately bring up that she slighted you by eating the top of your wedding cake? Sounds like some passive aggressive bullshit to me.
Or did she mean that positively?
What does that mean exactly?
I don't know, actually.
It was some like high school mean girl shit, wasn't it?
I don't know. I actually don't know. For real, I don't know.
Brittany's saying that's not the full story. I don't actually know the full story.
Wait, is this some sort of like slight at her?
I think what it was, like, what I understand, and this is based off of like me reading a Kiwi Farms post about this a number of years ago.
Okay.
From what I understand, according to Chrissy Mayr, Brittany Venti went at her wedding before anyone else got cake and took the top of the cake and ate it and screwed the bride and groom out of getting the top of the wedding cake. Like, that's how I understand it. But like, again, this is a very, it's not very well informed. Like, I'm not an expert on Chrissy Mayr's lore and Brittany Venti's lore, to be honest.
Listen, I actually don't know.
It was listen. If Venti did do that, it was a Chad Queen move. It was a Stacy Queen move to mog Chrissy Mayers. Okay, but like, how petty to bring that up and say, "Oh, I love her. I'm trying to get her on the show." Meanwhile, Venti's like, "Let me on. Oh, I'm checking my phone." And then you make this passive aggressive comment about her eating your wedding cake. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I don't know. Apparently, Venti's going on Sunday to talk with Chrissy. Now, maybe we shouldn't have blown up the spot and did this segment today, because now I'm worried that she's not going to let Venti on Sunday.
She has to.
She has to.
No, I'm telling you. Like, it's not a threat, by the way. I'm just saying.
Well, she failed on Camelot today. Well, it's going to obviously be a disaster.
Yeah, exactly.
PR-wise.
And then we watch that. Sorry, a Sunday, you said, right? Perfect. We'll have it for Monday.
Archive, stop ducking Minty. Pilgrim, the Diddy, Primat. I love you, Chrissy, but Mel is a snake. She left at the casino being deplatformed.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, Melanie, I guess.
Oh, Mel didn't have anything to say because she did laugh and she thought it was funny, right?
Mhm.
She thought it was funny. She co-signed it. So she's not going to say, wouldn't you say, no, I didn't? That's bullshit. That's wrong. But then she knows if she says that, it'll be clipped and then people will show the tweet where she laughed and co-signed it. So.
Well, look at this guy on my Twitter here going, do you think that Quartering is using the CBC to launder money? Maybe that's why he has so much money, and it would explain why everything is so shady and he won't go on Caleb Hammer's show.
I wouldn't be surprised, but that's always the speculation when it comes to these shady scam businesses. You know, like half the time it's true, half the time it's not. We don't know. But there's something weird going on here. There's something that we don't know.
Yeah.
There is.
Yep. And that was fresh pro poise.
I mean, Lady Snowblood, is using Cuckham's razor here. It's simple. Adam Sellers has cuck pics with all of them. That's it may be the simplest explanation.
My theory, I think, is Adam Sellers is the YouTube manager.
I mean, a lot of people float, and I haven't brought it up in chat, but the Nexium sex cult. Now, that's very black oil virus, bumblebees, I want to believe. But could you imagine if it all turned out they all were involved in an offshoot of the Nexium sex cult, and Chrissy Mayr's been recruiting all of these porn stars for Jeremy Hambly's compound, and she's been grooming them, and that's actually Scarlett Hampton was groomed for that purpose, and Scarlett was actually telling the truth when she said that Jer was like trafficking her and all that shit. Now, obviously, I don't actually believe that because Scarlett Hampton is a schizophrenic lunatic fucked out of her mind on drugs, and you can't actually believe anything she says. But it's those sort of people that are chosen to be taken to the island or the compound because no one will believe them,
That's so true.
It's only a matter of time before my friendship with you falls apart, I suppose. You, KM, can you turn the old one's
I think it
microphone?
took one day, didn't it?
Old one's
because apparently she was snaking Mel today to try and save her own ass as she platformed a cuckold porn star.
Listen, we got
the worst possible choice.
Brittany Venti. She'll get to the bottom of this with Chrissy. We trust.
Microphone off, please. Are you talking about me?
Did you hear that?
One's microphone with you falls apart, I suppose. You, KM, can you turn the old one's microphone? The old one.
She's old. She's haggard. Obviously, Mel's just caked in fucking makeup and filters, trying to look 20 when she's 40. Fuck.
One's microphone off, please. Are you talking about me? No, it's my show.
All right.
Jed Wellington, bring on Venti.
Oh man.
Stop sweeping. Ralph Mail 1. Hey, Beesh.
Ralph Mail 1.
Hey,
Ralph Mail.
When you gonna have Scarlett Hampton back? So this is actually how Scarlett Hampton first got introduced to everybody. Is Chrissy Mayr brought her in from the porn community, I guess. And then she wasn't good enough for Chrissy, and then she wasn't good enough for the Dabbleverse, and Chrissy will explain why Scarlett was inadequate to continue being a contributor.
I have Scarlett Hampton back. Oh, is this actually Ethan Ralph? I would love to know that. I stopped having Scarlett on because she could not follow a topic. Like I enjoyed Scarlett, but it was hard for her to be on a show because, especially with Simcast, like we talk about topics.
Well, Raymond has a good point.
I don't know, and if you can't,
why are all these conservative women having porn stars on?
Yeah,
and like it's not even like the fresh and fit concept where they shame them and mock them.
It's like positive.
Like Chrissy's like, you go, girl, get that bag. Like, oh my God. Like, that's how it is.
Yeah,
you're
milk
queen.
Those simps. Milk those simps.
It's hard. Ant-Man, Camel, Gunto7. Honest questions, email. How do you feel about Jer filming women? You guys, I do appreciate
sweep
the super chats,
it up,
but I want to
Chrissy.
talk about Melonie's faith. I have another clip that I want to talk about the
Stop.
friggin' aliens and the pastors being alerted to the aliens. I wanted to talk about her Bible channel getting
the
unbanned.
alien psyop distraction. By the way, was Mel's Bible channel ever banned? Like, I don't think it was, but like,
maybe she said
we're
the F
talking
slur
about-
on it, I guess.
rather than reading this, which says it's all on tape, she's like, no, we got to talk about the aliens. We got to talk about the aliens.
I appreciate the super chats, but I did want to talk about other things than drama. Mr. Watson, show your flag report history, Melonie, on both channels. I bet it shows some streams that you have flagged down.
Whoa.
I feel like a lot
She
of you
doesn't
guys
say a
are
word.
super chatting the same thing. I have a badass Melonie.
Exposed.
When are you going to have a baby?
Yo.
I don't know. I don't know if I ever.
No,
We'll
she's
see.
barren. Her womb is a tomb. Whoa, buddy. She's an empty egg carton. She's childless.
Oh my God.
If God wills it. But right now, it's like,
He doesn't.
I'm enjoying my newlywed life and focusing on that.
Just focusing on banging and having
What?
8 hours of sleep. I miss
Yeah.
those. If flat Earth isn't real, explain Melonie's chest. Ah!
Ooh, Mel didn't love. Mel didn't like. Mel didn't like that one. Ruthless.
Oh.
Okay. Ones, two cents.
Oh, did you see her
no.
smile go?
1, 2
Oh.
cents LFG, bro.
Well, you can quit the queue, but internet doesn't forget F's got supporters, just like you can't forget your husband leaving you for a dude. Again,
Yeah, that's
didn't
news to
mention that.
me. That's news to me that happened.
Shadow
Did it
Ghoul,
happen?
Chrissy, stop answering before Mel can respond.
Oh!
That was directed towards me.
Oh, called out! Oh, the truth bomb! Truth news!
Yo, chat's ruthless, aren't they?
Oh, Suffer
respond.
Chrissy, Suffer janitor.
That was directed towards me. So Johnny River, Jur and Mel love free speech, and they'll silence as many people as it takes to get it, heroes. Thank you, Johnny. Push up, spring venti oranges. We love venti. Will of a single man, isn't it also the Christian thing to not associate with drunkards? I
That's
don't
what
think
Mel said.
That's the video I was talking about.
That's a
She said
direct
that.
quote. We
Yeah.
have to find that clip. Somebody send me that clip.
I ask people like, well, we'll look over the weekend.
so. I
We'll
think
find it.
actually many of the apostles, the fishermen, were famous for drinking a lot.
Okay.
What?
Oh.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't. They weren't famous for seeking and saving the lost, being fishers of men, the Great Commission, go into all the world and preach the gospel to every living creature. No. They were famous for getting drunk off their ass. Isn't that what like the Pharisees said on the day of Pentecost to mock them when they were speaking in tongues, that these men were full of wine? Like, I'm pretty sure that's what the mockers and skeptics of the first century Christian church said. Chrissy, you fucking whore. Like, where did this come from? You just pulled this straight out of her fucking ass.
Oh.
You just pulled this straight out of your ass.
I think someone sent it. I'm looking at my requests. I don't see it, bro.
Like,
I don't
how can
see
you
it,
claim
bro.
to be this Christian and you went through all the Catholic and then out of nowhere say that the apostles, Christ's disciples and the apostles, are famous for being drunkards? Like, what?
Yeah. I can't see. Someone said they sent it to me. I can't see it though.
Wrong. If I'm not.
Yes.
mistaken
Well,
on
this
that.
is the thing, right, Falstaff? It's the ultimate fake Christian cope. Jesus hung out with the sinners to save them, not become like them, because the sick have need of a physician, you see. But it wasn't, he said, go and sin no more. He didn't say, go on your merry way sinning. Shall we sin that grace might abound in the book of Romans? Certainly not. But apparently, everybody in the Bible, Jesus, the apostles, all of them were drunkards and fools. It's like, fuck you. Get
That's
fucked.
crazy to see.
Moped Mike, the plating is demonic. Calling it out isn't gossip. Okay. Thank you guys. Josem, you had Coquita on To Lie. Seems like you two, you guys have to.
By the way,
spell
Mel
little
didn't
bit
say a
better.
word in
See?
defense of the apostles. You know, she just let Chrissy blaspheme like that.
Well, she's not really religious. Let's be fucking real.
Seems like you like to platform liars. We demand Benti or Kumalot. I love them both. Val Malloy.
Well, why
new
aren't
biology
you
fact,
doing a
big
show with
smile takes more
Camelot
muscles
today,
than
then?
a real one, and the muscles get tired, ladies. The corners of your mouth.
Oh, bring it back to the start of this super chat. This is the best one of all.
Wait. Here you go, Ash. Here you go. Ready?
Oh, let's see here.
With anyone who claims
Hang on. Go back.
don't associate at all. With anyone who claims to be a believer yet indulges in sexual sin, or is greedy, or worships idols, or is abusive, or is a drunkard.
That's like all. That's all. But
That's all descriptive of Jer. That's all descriptive of Jer. Yeah. Wow.
That was 2 weeks ago. Thank you to Mario Tor 84 on Twitter. Really appreciate you, bro.
Mouths are.
Thanks,
twitching.
Mario Tor.
Oh,
Neat.
okay. I mean, I am tired, but that's just because I haven't
She's
been-
tired.
Like,
She's
The
tired.
broom hand is becoming weak. She's gonna have to set it down because she had to put too much effort into sweeping. She threw her back out, folks.
no one on our side is a leftist or into canceling.
Yeah.
Jer fired the first shot and we got a well-loved channel removed, causing all
Yes. Okay.
It's just the truth.
Don't you read that and go, what?
of this. Okay, thank you.
Just so dismissive.
What do you
But yeah,
mean?
she's
Okay, thank
a
you.
neutral arbiter that's just curious and she wants to find out the truth of what's going on. No, you're a janitor who never gave it an honest hearing and swept this entire thing up for your own financial gain because you thought you were on the right side because Jeremy Hambly has 2 million subscribers on YouTube. That's how fucking retarded you are.
Whoa.
Videograms, Mel, you're cool, like Tomb Raider, 90s vibes. Take care of yourself. Jer seems like a pathological liar, dishonest with money. That's the issue.
Yep.
And finally, from the crowbar, Melonie Mack hides behind the veil of Christ to avoid criticism for her own sinful behavior.
True.
That's blasphemy.
But it is.
But-
Why is that like a
don't you
joking
guys
way
realize-
of reading it?
Well, that's the thing. You guys do the exact same pearl clutching. Like Mel does that pearl clutching and that like preacher grift all day long. But then suddenly when it gets turned around on them, it's hysterical and sensational. And they
You're right.
want to be able to use the club of Christ to beat others down into doing what they want. And then the moment that tactic gets applied to them, they cry and cope.
Hey,
Thanks to Crowbar for the super chat.
thank you guys. Meet Cobain Gaming. What does Melanie think about Timothy 2:11-15? I don't know if you've
Oh,
had
that's
that
I think
memorized.
pretty sure that
It's
one's
to
like
be
women
silent.
in church and not taking over the service, which I agree
Oh.
with.
Shut up,
Okay,
bitch.
I want to talk about this clip. Huh, more super chats. You guys are really blessing me tonight. Thank you. Snee, Dave Williams, glad you brought up Rex Jones. Jer ran from him. I don't know who that is, but thank you.
She doesn't
Jose-
know Alex Jones'
Jose-
son now. She doesn't know anything. She doesn't know anyone. By the way, it wasn't that Jer ran from Rex Jones. It's that he turned his belly like a cock and said that he wasn't a serious commentator and that you shouldn't take anything he says seriously while running a political news show grift. And then when Rex was like trying to actually engage on the issue, Jer would go, "Are you triggered? Are you triggered? Why are you so mad?" It was pathetic.
Jose, Josem. She's an empty egg carton. She's eggless, just like Jer.
Jeremy does not have eggs, so that much is true.
He's
Carved-
hit the wall.
Mel sold her soul
He's an
to-
empty egg carton.
Hello.
Holy.
Mel sold her soul to Belial,
Demon
the
of lies.
demon of
Thank you for the
lies.
super- Snee, Dave Williams. I'm
Look
just
at
gonna
how
read these
shook
because
she
they're
gets
so-
by that, by the way. Like, she got
Well,
shook by that comment saying
Demon
she
of
sold her
lies,
soul to
thank-
demons.
Thank you for the super. Snee, Dave Williams. I'm just going to run through these because they're starting to bore me. Does Mel plan to do
Oh.
when filters and inch of makeup no longer are enough? Anything using her brain is obviously out.
Oh!
Sick burn.
Cooks.
Dead
was,
reckoning.
it
Her.
was.
Why did George challenge Yellow Flash and then ran like a communist pinko? I think we talked about that.
No, you
I'm just
didn't.
gonna blow through
I
a
think
couple
we talked about him being a big bitch.
more of these.
I
Then
mean,
we'll
this
wrap it
is
up.
just
Page
full
5
on
King. Sorry, I'm late.
dismissive sweeping now.
I was mowing my dog. Mowing my dog.
Mowing her the dog. I love that, by the way. The mowing the dog is
You
my
gotta love
favorite.
Mowing your dog. Me money. Thank you.
Yeah, something
Hi,
for no
Biz.
one. So
Jeremy is
now
going-
they know it's Jer for Jeremy. But a little while ago, they thought it was Cuckjer, right? But now they know that Jer means Jeremy, right? Somehow magically they've been enlightened to that fact.
Cuckjer.
Oh, again.
Who is Cuckjer?
Can we ask about Melanie's faith? No, I appreciate the super chats. Jeremy's going the way of the Rakita. Jump off you too. Dreadnought. Hey, Chrissy Mel. Shoutouts to Flaked. Rumble Gun. Okay, everybody else. Thank you.
Oh, she
my
wouldn't
God,
read it. She
Mel.
wouldn't read it.
Mel's eyes here. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, let's wait for it. Right there. Do it. That's sad, dude.
Oh, I hurt myself today to see if I still feel.
It's all gonna blow over. It's all gonna
Oh
blow
yeah,
over.
by Monday it'll all be blown over. Then,
Thank
you guys know you can't keep
Wait.
dodging this forever, right?
Ash, I got a theory. I think that Jer didn't know we were going to be live tonight. So he went live knowing Mel would be on Chrissy's to get all the haters to watch Jer and not bother Mel.
No, that's what it was. Well, it wasn't Mel. Like Mel wasn't on with Chrissy tonight. That was yesterday. But Chrissy
shit. Sorry, my
went
bad.
live.
The
Chrissy went live tonight
That's
with
what I
the
meant.
porn
The
star.
Chrissy. Yes, the
And
Chrissy.
that's, I think, that Jer was trying to get all of the hate off of
Chrissy.
off of Chrissy. Yes,
to move it over.
So
Yes,
he
sorry,
was
that's what I meant.
returning the Yes, he was returning the janitorial job.
Time ski, tard ski. Yeah, I know.
Page 5 King.
I'm very tired, guys. I'm sorry.
Jeremy's favorite movie, Pulp Fiction. I should really have Jeremy on, and you guys could give me all your Jeremy
troll
questions
saturation, they're saying.
at that time.
Do you think she
Thank
would
you guys
hold
so much
Jer
for watching.
accountable and actually be like, "So what's going on here?" Or would she just be like, "Yeah, I believe you. Yeah, these people are crazy. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I still don't know." It'll be weeks and months and years, and she still won't know what's going on. It's the same thing with Rakate and Ezra. I don't know what happened. It's like, fuck you. You don't know what happened.
And we'll see you all next time. Bye. And tune in on Monday. Fred Rubino is going to be in studio. Comedian Fred Rubino.
Okay.
Thank you. Love you all. Bye.
The sweep of the century.